tired. I've been on this plantation all my life. I've been enslaved all my life. I'm tired of being pushed and pulled. I'm tired of the master doing his bidding. I want to leave.
You done this to yourself, Pats.
You know why we're not afraid? What? That he's great and terrible. Terrible is destruction. Y'all think it comes back in all peace? You got another thing coming. So we out here fighting for our brother. We ain't marching saying, yes, we can. No justice, no peace. Go! Fight for your sons and your daughters.
I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog. I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke, motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. Oh! Isaiah 14:21, that ancient version of that gun that fall. They stole our name, they stole our shit. We real Judites, motherfucker Jewish. We lords. Generals, arm your soldiers. We fight tonight like we supposed to. They inherited lies. I'm referring to all whites. I'm referring to riches, white privilege given through genocide. And they gotta pay for that. God say Jacob gon' take it back. I cry aloud, I spare not. This good bread, my share-crop. This lily grew through concrete. We march to our own drum beat. We the chosen. No inclination to kick it with y'all. Raise Babylon to the ground, then watch it fall. Obadiah said you'll be wiped up for theft. These are just words, worry about what come next. It's for Negroes, Latinos, we better than all, not equal. My natives no red dot that feather. Me primo be smooth like that leather. Until it's time to bring the war dogs out, put the headdress on. War paint and I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog, I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke, motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. I got the spirit of grandfathers past. Front porch sitters, Nat Turner dangerous. A real life illustration of angry and that painting of Malcolm staring out the window with patience. One hand on the curtain, right hand on the AK spits. 47 rounds, all to bring down Satan. Same way Abel was killed by Cain. This will be an introduction from the fuck shit into the fire. Probably join the list of artists who died before they retired. Most High said I'm hired. Sire will never spit a line aimed at my kind, less meant to uplift. Toughness will be redefined in my rhymes. A squad of men with the spirit of God, with an affinity to point their weapons not at the brethren but at the enemy. Khaki colored kids, baptized in the flames of combat, fashioned in the trap we escaped. Our fate was to be great and noble. Moses reincarnate, so be hopeful and know I bring word from A and O to Pharaoh and white folk. Let my people go, cause it's my battle cry.
All right. Most High bless, Most High bless. That's our battle cry. Most High bless. Star, Lima, King Judah, USC. I see you over there doing the work, my brother. Corey Brown, Midwest, everybody. Where's one? Where's you at? Okay, so y'all, all of y'all, man. Most High bless. interesting topics my brothers want to talk about, and I'm gonna get my perspective. Most High bless the bar. What's popping?
Shalom, Elder. Most High bless. Big salute to you, Elder, and Shar Sham. Shout out to the FOPE family, Star Lima, Midwest Judite, Obadiah, K Judah in the building. Shalom, King. 613 Torah Faith. Everybody, man, nothing but love. And when I want to say all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi. And listen, man, we got a good one for y'all today. So yeah, sit back and just enjoy this, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into some heavy topics like we have been all week.
No doubt. Hey, also the brothers that been coming on lately in my absence, man, all praises, man. Y'all, I like the spirit. You know, what's one of the brother Shah Yahweh or Yahweh, and what's the other brother All Black Man podcast?
Yep.
Brother. What's the other brother name?
Taz or Tez.
Yeah. Most High bless all y'all that's been coming on, man, and keeping the program going and fire, and having respect for the channel, you know, and keeping everything honest, man. It's been beautiful. So wait for our brother Shah Sham to get on here because he got some videos to play. The bar, you have videos to play?
Not today, you know. I just got that commentary today. You know what I'm saying?
I got some commentary too. I'm gonna let you go first. And then I had a few things I want to say. The Shah Sham will come in, and then anybody want to come on, we can speak on it. But I'll let you open up. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep the conversation casual and light because there's a ton of things we want to bring out, but I wanted to just talk to everybody in particular about what's going on right now, the new wave of self-defense. So if you haven't noticed already, the Supreme Court has ruled that everyone in the United States has a legal right to bear arms in public. So what's happening right now is, and I'm going to talk about my situation in particular, but what's happening right now is that everyone all over the United States, they are going and rushing in droves by the hundreds and also thousands. They are getting their wear and carry permits in their individual states because let's just keep it real. I mean, there's crazy people out there shooting and doing massacres. So you want to be able to defend yourself or at least not fall into victimhood or victimization, right? So in my state in particular, which is Maryland, I live in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia. Maryland is one of the most educated states in the United States. They have a very high populace of people who have degrees. Not saying that Esau's education system makes you more educated than anybody else, but that's just how they kind of determine it for that state. With that being said, though, in the state of Maryland, people are getting their wear and carry permits like crazy. I mean, it's almost the Most High. The Most High created a door where me and my wife could get one. And so I wanted to have a quick conversation about, Luke 22 and 36. So I'm going to go ahead and read that verse real quick because we live in the last days. And one thing that I see happening that we don't give enough coverage on, we see Black women being victimized by being kidnapped and also forcibly taken into sex prostitution rings or what they call sex trafficking. And so I think it's important that we all start thinking about self-defense, whatever that may look like for you and your household. I think that's a topic we need to talk about. But let me get the scripture real quick. So this is the book of Luke, chapter 22, verse 36. Then said he unto them, but now he that have a purse, let him take it, and likewise his script. And he that have no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. I'm going to say that last part again. And he that have no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. So we know the modern day sword today are firearms. It's also inclusive of missiles and all those other things. But on a practical and pragmatic level, the modern day sword today for us are firearms. And the question that I don't think we get enough coverage on in the Israelite community is, what are our men doing and also our sisters doing to protect themselves, right? That's something we need to talk about, because one thing that didn't really sit too well with me was the massacre that happened in Buffalo, New York. And there was one brother in particular that said, maybe more people need to bear arms to prevent atrocities like this from happening. So I kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit. Elder, I don't know if you got something you want to contribute.
Yeah,
but
I got some.
Go ahead.
I can, this gun stuff, right? That they want to allow a lot of Americans to have. And at one time I was like, they want to take your guns so they can do what they want to do. So like, these people, are they confused? Now they're saying you can have guns, right? And now, I don't know if this is a biblical verse or whatever. It's just how I feel. Give y'all something to think about. Things to make you say, okay? It seems, like the Bible says, wars and rumors of wars. But it seems as if they want us to arm ourselves because they're expecting war. See, America, right, had war in its backyard, the Civil War, right? And the state they call Hawaii that America invaded first, right? Japan ended up attacking, right? But other than that, America never seen war on its own soil. See, right now, they just launch this thing. They believe right now the biggest espionage ever is going on in America right now. Spying. Okay? And when war comes, and especially if you think it might be on your grounds, they want everybody armed. Ask Yugoslavia. Ask any other country that had been in war, they will arm their citizens. So I'm gonna follow my brothers here, but I'm gonna go with another angle that I think may surprise y'all. These people are truly wicked. Go ahead, Doc.
Con, we got Sharshem back. So Sharshem, I want to yield real quick and give you opportunity if you wanted to bring something out real quick.
I was letting y'all rock, but Shalom, Most High, bless to everybody. Star Liam, King Judah Show, big salute. Weeze, one love. I love you, sister. 613 Torah Faith. Everybody in the chat, Most High blessed, and thank y'all for tuning in. So it's a lot going on in the family, things that just keeping the family updated. Keep prepping. I went and brought 50 cans of meat today. Cost me $52 exactly. White canned meat from the dollar store. So if people saying they can't prep, you're lying. You can go right in the dollar store, take $5, buy you 5 cans of meat. You can do that once a week. And one month, you'll have 20 cans of meat. And you can keep starting like you got to do rice or whatever. You know what I mean? It ain't hard. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to sacrifice. You feel me? Today I had to make a sacrifice, and I sacrificed $50 to buy 50 cans of meat. My wife said, babe, what you doing? I said, I brought 50 cans of meat. She said, okay, good. I stocked it up with the rest of the food. So y'all, you can do it. You know what I mean? Do it right now while you still got the time. They locked down Germany and China. So heading this way. So I got some videos I want to play, and they also killed the prime minister in Japan. I don't think that's a coincidence. So
let me touch on that too, Sharshem, about the assassination that happened in Japan. The president over there was a big Trump supporter, huge Trump supporter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, nope. Yeah, I see you got this video. Yeah, we could rock with this.
Go ahead. I was just getting it ready. That's all. So when I want to play it.
Oh, Con. So the assassination that happened with the Japan's president or prime minister, he had some Trump ties. Also, the person who shot him created the handgun, y'all. He created, and they said this was a masterful job of a contract killer. So it looks like this was a hired gunman who killed the president who had ties to Trump. So that just goes to show you how much the one hate Trump, that they killing all his global supporters. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Real quick. When you look at that, bros, this is what he said. Trump supporter, Japan. You know, a lot of people say that Putin has something to do with the election. Okay, now Putin said something like 3 days ago, and I want y'all to hear me very, very carefully. And see, can I find a video too, Shan? Putin said this. He said the elite want to believe a lie, and they think things can't change, but it will. Now, this man may be one of the richest men on earth. Talking about Putin, but he called other people elite. Elite. What I'm about to go in tonight, let these brothers go in, but what I'm about to go in tonight, I'm going to tell y'all is something more cynical going on, because the Bible talks about, can Satan fight Satan? But go ahead, I parked the car for a minute.
Hey, no, that was a good point of view right there. I want to kind of touch on it too. Putin made a statement yesterday. His statement said, well, you know, NATO and this Ukraine situation, we just kind of treated it as a police action. You haven't really seen nothing from us yet. So you got to understand, these people out here are war ready. This good old USA is pretty much finished, y'all. Okay. Now it ain't gonna die overnight. It ain't gonna die in the next couple of years. But as the conflict begins to increase, right? Because you got Lithuania and you got I want to say Finland that are getting sucked into it. Once you see the major economy, Sweden, yep, they're getting sucked into it. When you see Germany get sucked into it, now it's time for all of us to really bunker the hell down. And I mean, when I say bunker down, if you're in a city, a large city, you want to get out of that city. You want to go to like the south where it's land, and you want to be in an area where it's only trees if you're going to stay in Babylon. You know what I'm saying? So
mountains.
Putin is saying mountains, mountains even better. Mountains preferable as long as you know how to still grow food there. Mountains, because when these ICBMs come, it's going to be devastating. Okay, and these are mass murderers. Okay, these people are war generals. They understand the art of death and killing people and how to kill people. Okay, and they know war strategies like you never seen. So when Russia said this Ukraine thing is like a police action and you ain't really seen nothing from us, NATO, that's a hell of a warning. That's letting you know that they ain't even bring their real killers out yet.
Watch this. Let me say this real quick. Watch this, brother.
They still throwing the jab. If this is a boxing match, they're just throwing go ahead.
Before we get into all of the planned diseases and everything, right? I don't know if y'all remember this, right? It's a statement that one of them princes of England said, right? He said when he died, he want to come back as a virus.
There it was. Yep.
He said he want to come back as a virus. Now, I'm going to say something, right? A few little things. Check this out. Now, I'm not saying Nuke's going to come over here tomorrow, next year, 5 years from now. I just don't know. But I do know the war's already started, and a lot of us don't even realize it. We proved a few videos ago showing you where American soldiers actually get caught over there. Now, I want y'all to understand something. What's really going on here, to me. Just coming outside the scriptures for a second, all right? Think about this. We have the United States. Now, follow me, please. United States, 50 states. Them states, they have different laws. Them states have different mannerisms. Them states, people don't dress the same. You know, different states, they don't dress the same. Oh, that's that person from Cali. Oh, they from Chicago, New York. You know, them from that's from the country, right? Broken English in different states. You know what I mean? Now, why are you saying this? Okay, I'll tell you why I'm saying this. You got what they call the UN, right? The UN is just another state of America. Let me tell y'all why. You got Finland, Sweden, Italy, all these different countries, even Australia, right? They all white, right? And they all stick up for each other. But right now they fight one of their brothers, and that's Putin. Okay? You ever wonder why you look at these so-called white countries, they don't even have the same amount of people as African Americans here, so-called. We 50 million. Some of the people only got 5 million. Hey, do me a favor, DeBar. Look up the population of Ukraine and Finland and Sweden, even Australia, right? Get them populations for them. And I say that for a reason, because Rwanda, if you guys can remember, over 1 million people died in a genocide. Not one plane flew in Rwanda to help them people. Not one. Not one. Trump went over there and said to the people of NATO, right? Said, y'all need to put more money in. We doing all the work. They would take your money. They give Israel 90 billion. They just gave Ukraine 40. They just gave Ukraine 40 million. They just gave Ukraine $40 million, right? That's y'all tax money. So what's really going on? Remember New Orleans in America? Japan wanted to help. They said no. Cuba, all these other countries wanted to help. Training our people how to be doctors. What happened down to them in New Orleans? On the news, senators, Democrats, people in the House, even the president was calling the people from New Orleans refugees. Refugees.
Can we please get the likes up, family? We got 40 something. We got 40 something people. Hold on. Can y'all please like the video? Like, please. 40 something people, 16 likes. Like, come on, yo. Like, people, y'all please support the channel. Like, share the video. Thank you.
Wait. Maybe much ain't what I say. Last part I said. Oh yeah, it was calling them refugees, right? Now, war. I don't know. Wars, rumors of war. Everybody say, well, think about it. What the hell are they fighting for? Why is Ukraine so important? Why did Putin say the elite? Think about this, the elite. Putin know who the elite is? So something else is going on more cynical, right? What are they actually fighting over? Think about this. What are they actually fighting over? Right? And all them countries in Europe are nothing but states. States. Or province. Puerto Rico is a province of what? America. You don't need no passport to get to America. You don't need no passport to go to Hawaii. Right? And other places. They not states, but they provinces. Germany, Italy, France, all of them, they may have their leaders, but all of them are states of America. And guess what? Their army is you niggas. Is y'all. Right? So we're going to go in a little bit more. I just want y'all to understand like what's really going on. When you really think about it, what's really going on? They actually fighting over the resources. It's two brothers fighting over the resources of Africa and the people. And this is my last chain right here. I'm let y'all in. Think about this. When they went to so-called Africa, they went there to get the best of everything. The best of everything. China wasn't messing with the people in Africa. The Arabs was, but the Arabs stay in Africa. The Japanese wasn't messing with the people in Africa, right? But French, the Spanish, and the English came there and conquered it, right? And they came for the resources, all the minerals. But guess what? The main resource they actually needed, that was us to build it, to build the world. So we are the true human resources. What's really going on here. And now certain resources they don't need anymore. They don't need anymore. It's time for a reset. It's time for a washing of the hands. And I'm sure a lot of people saying to themselves, why are these people fighting each other? And all that stuff I said, the main reason the Most High put it in their spirit to fight each other. Because they have no reason. Putin rich as hell. All these heads of the state are loaded, living in places we don't even imagine. So why are they fighting? The Most High done put a spirit on all of them to fight each other and kill each other. I mean, put plagues and shit on each other. With that, I'll come back in a little bit later, man. What y'all think about that? And go ahead up the barn, Shane. What y'all think about that?
I just want to touch on it real quick because I know Shah Shem got something to bring out. But I want to say that was heavy what you brought out. Very heavy, and it was in the spirit of Ha Mashayach Yahawashi. Let me tell you why. When you look at this geopolitical situation, right, it's definitely ramping up, like all the way ramping up. And yes, they all are rich. And yes, we are the human resources. But there's something bigger at play, and it's called the Great Reset. They are already trying to institute a global cashless society where you will have a social credit score. Basically like a personal, like, you know how people, like there was a movie on Netflix called Black Mirror, and your class in life or your strata in life was dependent on your social credit score. So if you were a disgruntled, angry black man, let's say, quote unquote, you would get like 1 or 2 stars, and you would actually be urbanized, or you would be ghettoized, or you would basically be put in a system of oppression, right? But if you were one of the affluent, you would get like 5 stars, and you would get the best credit, the best treatment. That system is already implemented in China. So the Great Reset, and it actually is being implemented also in either Jamaica or I think is Trinidad and Tobago. I forget which country it was, but they basically have implemented it over there as well. All right. And it's tied into the crypto. So there'll be a national crypto currency, right? And the idea is that you can control people. So once they collapse society, this is why in America, Sharshem put this out yesterday, they are destroying their own food plants, right? Because it's called artificial scarcity. They're going to put us in a global economic famine. America has so much that the only way to accelerate this is for America to start destroying itself from within. And then once they do the social credit score, the system, you're going to have to be politically correct. The conversation we're having right now, everybody who's participating and listening, our ratings would go down to like 1 or 2. And then
Hey, DeBar, you go ahead. No, let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
Because we talk about how everything going down. I had a conversation earlier, right? Somebody say, well, didn't America lose the Vietnam War, the Korean War, and all that, right? Actually, they won. America has not lost one war. Afghanistan, and I'm gonna tell you why, brothers and sisters. Chaos is what they want because chaos brings order. Now, listen what I'm telling you. Chaos brings order, right? So when they went into Iraq was a stable country. Saddam Hussein was America's man, but he was getting too big. So we had to create chaos. And when you create chaos, you have to depend on somebody. And who Iraq depends on now? Iraq? America. So when they was fighting Afghanistan, was that Bin Laden was their man. Because guess who Bin Laden was fighting, brothers and sisters? He was fighting Putin and Gorbachev in there. Okay? I'm going to tie this shit together. He was fighting Putin and Gorbachev and shit, right? But then he started getting too big. So what they do, they killed him. Barack Obama shook Gaddafi's hand. So they killed him. So Libya was a stable country. Chaos. So now Libya, Iraq, Afghanistan, all of that got to depend on what? America.
And right? You said it. You said it.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying you said it perfectly about how they want to bring the order in through chaos. Now you got to ask yourself, what way to cause chaos in America? Food, especially meat. They already saw how it did with the first pandemic, and say, oh, they was going crazy, fighting each other, beating each other up with toilet paper. Now take the food away, the real food that what people want: hot dogs, hamburgers, baseball, football. When you take away the meat, that's going to drive people insane. Even worse, it's going to be ugly out there, family.
Watch this. Let me in closing, Sham, in closing, chaos. And remember Putin. Remember that I said that, Putin, right? This thing with Putin and Trump is more serious than what y'all think it is. See, they start pulling them damn troops out for a reason. Right? For a reason. When I say put them out at Iraq, Iran, all these other countries, for a reason. They been knew what they was going to do. Putin is Hitler, brothers and sisters. Not in the way y'all think. See, Hitler was trying to fight a certain people. The elite. Okay? Now remember, when Hitler was attacking, they was fighting Russia at one time, but really Russia stayed out of it. They tried to get Russia on their side. Russia stayed out of it. Nobody had anything to be part of it. They finally suckered Japan in it. And was it policies he was fighting? Everybody got to look at it and see what really was going on here. I think Hitler was a bad guy. I'm glad they got rid of him. But why is Putin talking about the elite? And why Putin can't get along? Now remember, Russia was helping the Europeans. What changed?
But Qanath, look, many people would think Putin is a part of the elite or say he is the elite.
Exactly. Because he's one of the richest men on the planet. So what's really going on here? Think about it. So wait a minute, Putin got money. One of the richest men on the planet. But he knows infighting, like the Bible says, Satan against Satan.
House divided cannot stand.
There we go. Now, the major world wars was what? White on white crime. Infighting.
Most of them.
And they fighting over, just like Hitler said, God what? Jews. At the end of the day, brothers and sisters, it's y'all. It's control, chaos. They don't want you to go to Africa. They want you to stay here. They want you to stay complacent. The scripture talks about a man that travels. Can you give me that scripture? Talks about a man that travels. You understand? You're going to see things different. When you talk to people who travel, you're going to see things different. I used to work Uber for part-time, and I got to talk to people from all walks of the earth. And what I learned was not what they told me about Africans, about Japanese, Chinese, Arabs, even some whites. It was not what they told us. You got that script out?
Yeah, I got that script.
Read it.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 34 and verse 9. The book of Sirach, chapter 34, verse 9. A man that have traveled knoweth many things, and he that have much experience will declare wisdom. He that have no experience knoweth little, but he that traveleth is full of prudence. We got two more scriptures.
Go ahead.
When I traveled, I saw many things, and I understood more than I can express. I was oft times in danger of death, yet I was delivered because of these things, because the wisdom that he had learned.
Listen, I don't know if y'all appreciate some of the people that we had on this platform. I know a lot of y'all do. We'd had people from all walks of life on this platform, many different countries, experienced men and women. Do y'all remember the sister that was going into the pyramids for us? Right? We got people from all countries, right? Getting wisdom. What y'all seeing is a reset and a repeat that's going on right now. A reset and a repeat. All right, brother, I'm taking too much time. I know you want to show the videos of the bar. I know you want to keep going in, so I'm going to fall back. Let y'all go.
No, you good. I was looking into some stuff. Go ahead.
Let me touch on that great reset, what you're talking about right now. Now, remember, y'all, during Trump's election, he said, make America great again. Now, that was cold. That was a cipher, okay? That, in other words, he was masking a message. There was a message in that statement, make America great again. What are they trying to tell the public in America? Well, look at the Chinese billionaires, look at Jeff Bezos, and look at Bill Gates. What are they doing? They're buying up all the farmland. What do you think they're going to be putting on that farmland? Slaves. Now, who's in the position right now, the most vulnerable of society? Who's going to go into those slave camps first? Think about all your Section 8 housing people. They're going to go. Think about some of your Social Security benefits recipients, right? Any government subsidies, the government's going to collapse, default, and it's going to move people over to what they call sustainable living. You can look this up. This is a part of Agenda 21. The government can no longer, that's why they call people the useless eaters. So when Trump said, make America great again, what he's really saying is that after the Great Reset, governments are going to manage the reset by going back to a slave type of society. And how do we see that that's happening? You're losing rights, right? Not only are you losing rights, but there's so many executive orders that if the president declares a national emergency, you know that Constitution is suspended, right? I want to say shout out real quick to Elder Don P. Elder Don P.
Shalom, Don
Yeah.
P. in the house.
Shalom. And everybody else that's listening.
Quick, you said reset, right? Think about it, bro. So if y'all cable ever went out and you had to call and they tell you to turn off for a certain amount of time and turn it back on.
Yep.
Right? Or you got to hit the refresh button on your laptop. You know what I mean? And what happens when you do that? You wipe everything out.
Yep.
You wipe everything out. It's just like the Most High, right? When he had to declare the earth, he flooded it.
Yep.
Right? Now he said, Most High said he's gonna do what next time? Fire, clean it out. Right now, the white man want to redo a reset. He want to do the cleaning right now. Right? New York, all my brothers and sisters in New York, think about it. That's a city on top of a city on top of a sinking island. That shit is going to be reset. In a nation capital, 10 miles wide, Washington, D.C. is built over a swamp. That shit is going to be reset. The earthquakes and shit in Cali, part of my language in Cali, what's going on? They know it has to be a reset. Everything. I'm not trying to get y'all afraid. Like I said, you never know what's going to go down per se, but we're just talking so y'all can see how some of these agendas are lining up on what they're doing. And what's wrong with preparing yourself? Like one of my brothers we got 14 acres in New York. Since the COVID hit, we supposed to be going up, but we still ain't had time to go up there and do it. We was like, you know what, that'd probably be a good place for brothers and sisters to be. I don't know now. You know, might be good if you can't get out of America. You know, I get in touch with brother. Y'all go up there, man, meek and humble, bring your own food, you know, at least for a year, go up there and chill out with them.
Yep.
You know, and learn how to shoot.
Hey, I want to share something real quick. Yeah, I want to share something real quick. I'm trying to share my screen. Let me know. Let me know when I'm good.
Is it good,
there?
Okay, all praises.
Yeah,
I want to show everybody something real quick. I thought I was gonna have a chill day, but it's all good. I'm gonna bring this out real quick. So, how do we know that slavery is coming back? Right. I want y'all to pay attention to this one phrase right here called the fourth part of the earth. I'm gonna read this scripture, and then I'm gonna provide a source, a literary source that you can go to prove this, right? Because we know the Bible is the mysteries are given to us, right? So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, in verse 8. And I look and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. That means captivity, in case you didn't know. The word hell means captivity. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth. So the question is, well, what's the fourth part of the earth? Well, we're going to show you. All right, we're going to show you that. It says, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword and with hunger and with death and with the beast of the earth. So let's go to this literary source. The fourth part of the earth. This is the book, The Fourth Part of the World, The Race to the Ends of the Earth, and the epic story of the map that gave America its name. North America is the fourth part of the earth. All right. The first part of the earth was Africa. The second was Asia. The third was Europe. The fourth part of the earth is America. So what's coming to America? Well, the pale horse, death, captivity, the power to kill with the sword, with hunger and with death, and the beast of the earth going into the other nations are going to come here too. The UN in particular is going to have a global police force that will be housed over here. Okay, China will be over here too. They're already over here. They own practically, I think, 5%, 5 to 10% of America already. So why are we bringing this out? We're bringing this out to show you that when Trump said, make America great again, what was the only thing that made America great? The only way America got its strategic military advantage, its economic advantage as an empire was slavery, free labor. That's what made America great. And it's coming through the Great Reset. Once the Great Reset happens, there are going to be 3 giant employers in America. There's going to be the Chinese government that's going to operate through a shell corporation. It's going to be Jeff Bezos with Amazon. Why is Amazon buying up farmland right now? You got to ask yourself this question. And then it's going to be Bill Gates. They're going to have Negroes in particular and those who are on government subsidies, mainly Section 8, but it's going to expand to many more. Some people are going to be forced quarantined, right? And then taken over there. So all of these things are going to happen in America. In America, this is going to happen. So when we talk about leaving Babylon, it's not because of fear. It's because we understand the scriptures. All right. We understand the scriptures. And listen, the only thing that America is interested in when nations fall, there are two things that happen. They take everybody's rights away. They institute slavery. Okay. Or free labor, which is slavery, free labor. And they go to war. Okay. So that's what we're getting ready to see. And then they're going to have this global social credit system where you will be forcibly made to comply with every policy of the government. And if you don't, your social credit score goes down to the point where you become a disgruntled citizen and they basically re-educate you. And if you can't be re-educated, you're terminated. So I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to go too heavy.
Hey, look, check it out real quick before you play the video. Y'all would notice, man.
Let me say something real quick, Qanath. Can y'all please like the video? Please like the video, family. We got 70-something people in the building. Can we at least get 50 likes? The ball, I sent the video to the FOPE Israelite chat.
Yep.
You pull that up for me because this is a very important video. I want to show y'all something.
Go
ahead, Elder Qanath.
Yeah. If y'all would notice something, man, like you said, it's gonna happen with people in Section 8. I've been saying this for years, man. And everything they call us is to demonize or give us low self-esteem, right? The blacks. But that the blacks, right? I thought that was, I know y'all seen Django. And when the guy that wrote the movie and he got off the horse and he's about to throw the dynamite in the back, and he said something about the black. The way he said black, I was like, man, that shit pissed me off the way he said it, right? If you look at, they call it ghetto. If you look at what ghetto means, it means where the Jews dwell. Okay, ghetto means where the Jews dwell. Look it up. Or they call it the projects. Or low income housing. Low income housing. Right? So Cowboys, yeah. So just think about all that. And by the way, man, shalom, Neftali. By the way, man, I'm reading the comments. Y'all off the chain here. Hey, Ashley Cruz, we ain't that what you so many damn times. It's a shame. But there we go. We talk about something what's going on right there, and all that person want to do is come on here and insult us, but they out people. Go ahead, Shane.
But I want to play this video real quick of this black man who invented this invention that gives clean water. He was doing it at Flint, Michigan, and they literally destroyed the machine. And this is not a coincidence, family. He made an invention that can generate clean water. A black man, veteran. Play the video out so people can see it.
Drain fuel. They added something to the coolant lines. They played with electronics. That's not typical vandal stuff.
Less than a week after bringing free water to Flint, Moses West says the green machine he designed to do just that was vandalized.
Once they broke into the machine and they destroyed the generator, very technical. They knew what they were doing. It wasn't just, random vandalism. Not at all. They destroyed the battery. They metal in the fuel system. I saw that when I was cleaning the fuel filter.
West is a military veteran who travels across the country to areas in crisis, bringing a machine he designed, like this one, that literally makes fresh water out of thin air. He put the green machine out for people along Saginaw Street on Thursday and was hoping to make a big impact. He says before the vandalism, they were giving hundreds of people.
Now, y'all see that? They destroyed the man's invention. Destroyed his invention so he can stop giving his people clean water. It's a lot going on more than you think. The man clearly said out his mouth, This wasn't no normal vandalism. These people who came here who did this, they knew what they were doing.
That video.
I'm just saying, like, you see how they did that though. That should tell you something right there. Like, it's getting ugly and crazy out here, and they don't want our people to survive no matter what or how much good we do for our own people. They still destroying our stuff. But that's just crazy.
Hey, and that also go to show you that when you talk about who are the people of God, right? The people of God are like the Most High. They create things. They invent things. When you look at this country in particular, look up all the Black inventions, all the things that we've made. Do you know a medical syringe was created by Black people? The stoplight by Black people? There's so many things that we have done. I'm going to tell you this. It's by no surprise that they don't let us know all of the great things that we do. Because the Bible says that we are above all nations. And when you look at all the inventions that we have done, it starts to bear light on who we're connected to as a people. We're creators by nature. We invent things. Even the woman who made the movie The Matrix, that was a Black woman who made that movie. And she had to sue the Wachowski brothers because they stole her intellectual property, which was the movie and the idea of the movie of The Matrix. Even when you think about the concept, there are people in a society. It's not until they break out of the society that they actually become free. That context is only relevant with the Israelites, right? As an Israelite, you've been enslaved. You're a part of the matrix now. They've basically taken away your heritage, and they've made you assimilate to their culture, making you what they call in the Bible a Greek. The Greek word for Greek is actually Helen. So you've been Hellenized. See what I'm saying? So these movies bear witness to who we are as a nation. And that's how we know we're above all nations. And that's how we know how deep it is when it comes to the deception. Why is it that they make a Black man a thug and they make a Black woman a stud or a stallion? So she's only objectified sexually. Why is it? Why is it that there's only negative imagery? Hispanics and Latinos, they got their own channel, and it's not all gang banging and violence. But when you look at the Blacks, the Israelites, we get one concept of demonization and villainization all the time sold to our people. Even the Gentiles in the world have separated us from other minority groups. The imagery that we get just as a nation, we get basically from a pop culture standpoint, we get negative self-imagery all the time. And this is something that I think that they killed Kevin Samuels on, because he talked about our ethno-image. So as an ethnicity, how are we portrayed in society? And what do people think of us when they see our likeness? So anyhow, I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to go too deep on the tangent, but
I think
go ahead.
He also killed Kevin Samuels because he knew something was coming down the pipeline real quick. He kept saying, I'm warning y'all, all of y'all, get it together. He kept saying this slogan of winter is coming. Winter is coming. And I was looking that up, like, what do that really mean? And why he keeps saying that? Why does he keep telling everybody winter is coming? Winter is coming. And now I saw somebody was telling me something about it had something to do with one of those shows, Dragons or something. I don't know. I'm not into all that stuff. But I didn't understand why he was saying that. But he was saying about it, he was speaking on something like the reset and how they were starting things over, and it was going to be cold and hard for people, period. And he kept talking about winter is coming.
Hey, watch this. Hey, DeBar, give me is in the book of Revelation about the red horse for me. Shashem, if you can.
Yeah, Naphtali, Game of Thrones, whatever that's whatever.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
But he was saying it in a different metaphorical way for the people. He was like, I'm telling y'all, winter is coming before he died. When you go look at his shows or his old past shows, he kept talking about winter is coming. I said, winter is coming. What the hell that's talking about? And I was like, and I know it had a more meaning toward than it's just going to be cold outside. It had something to do with something else.
Check this out. Right? If you can find, it's a picture of Beyonce on the red horse.
Okay.
Once you find that, and while he find that, you got that scripture up.
You talking about the one I just read, the pale horse?
No, the red horse.
Yep, that's the one. Yeah.
Read it.
I looked up red horse. I don't see a verse in there on that.
It is. It's, okay, it's one. Oh man. Talks about it.
Oh yeah, she's on top of and you talking about the one with In Vogue? The Vogue magazine with Beyonce on the red horse?
Yes.
Yeah,
right, yeah.
I just sent it to the group chat to share it to the what's the name, and I'll post it on the screen.
It's a scripture that talks about, if anybody can find it, it's a scripture that talks about, at least I believe it is, maybe I hope it's not another book, but it's a scripture that talks about the red horse, a red horse. It talks about the red horse, talking about to get rid of the peace, and neighbor gonna be against neighbor.
Okay. Let me share this image. I got the image up real quick. Hold on 1 second. I'm about to share it right now. Share my screen. All right, there we go. It's sad how they use these celebrities, man. Hey, Elder, I got the Beyonce up there.
Beyonce. Oh, you got it. Okay, then I won't play.
Revelations. You must be talking about Revelation 6 and 4, Qanath.
Am I?
Read it. That might be it.
That's
Revelation 6 and 4.
Hold on.
I read 6 and 8.
I gotta get my glasses. I can't see nothing. I don't want to get confused. I know one was talking about Christ. Man.
Yeah, that's the one he want. Revelation 6 and 4.
Yeah, read that from me. Read that.
Yep. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. That's it on that.
Okay, read it again because you kind of broke up on my end. One more time.
Okay, Con. Let me grab that one more time.
Y'all gotta think about this. Why would they put something? Why would that woman be in all black on a red horse, red background, red ground, right? Think about what's going on. And I was like, why they got her so far away? What are we really looking at here? Right? Because I seen this a while back. So read that again out.
Can you zoom in on that, the bar? Because it looked like she's like on a red horse. You can see the checkerboard, right? And then it looks like, is that trees or crops in the back that look dead because they black? Like, or is that she got to be out in like a wooded area? They trees. But I wonder what that crown around her head represents. This right here. You see that?
Somebody said that represents black sun.
That's what I was about to say. Is that's like a sun dish with rays or whatever? Like, but it looks like a peacock thing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the peacock feathers. Yep. Yep.
Yes, represents, well, black represents, death. Right? Y'all remember that movie? I forgot the guy he played, and he went to hell. And anytime he walked by the plants and the flowers would die and it all turned black and shrivel up. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was the wicked witch from where? All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, Khan. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword.
Mm-hmm. A great sword. A great sword. Right? To take peace from the earth. Now, why would they have somebody from America who has a great sword ride on a red horse? Think about that. To take what from the earth? Peace from the earth. And a lot of stuff, and I try not to get caught up in all that type of whatever they call this stuff, but these different symbols they be doing. But a lot of this stuff, man, they know what they doing. If y'all want to comment on that, go ahead. It's up to y'all.
I just want to say that Esau know the scriptures better than us, y'all. Esau know the scriptures better than us. So I just thank the Most High for Elder Qanath and Sharshem. This has been in the spirit of Ha Mashayach Yahawashi. And what you have to understand is that the spirit is leading these men to have a conversation, a real conversation. Because guess what, y'all? Unfortunately, the Israelite community, the black community, we're not ready for this. Okay. Many people are going to be caught with their pants down. Okay. Many people are going to be unprepared when they get paid. And guess what? Ain't nowhere they can't spend their money because it ain't nothing to get in the grocery store. Because those there's going to be shortages, and what are they going to do? They walking around with all this artificial money and nowhere to use it. So eventually, what's going to happen is they already understand this. They've already done studies that when people are driven to the brink of starvation, they become violent. So we also got to talk about preps, but we also got to balance that conversation with self-defense. But anyhow, I'm gonna let
you said something perfect, right? Because the guy said they starving us out. They know what they're doing. And when they take away the food, it causes diseases. And because of the malnutrition on a lot of people will cause disease from the sickness. It's going to cause a lot of people to get sick from malnutrition, which will be spreading disease from people coughing and stuff like that because they not getting enough, supplements or food intakes. The ones that, that's already below poverty line. It's going to hit our people the worst first. Because they'll be good for about maybe a week, 2, 3, maybe a month max. But after that, it's going to be all hell. It's going to be all hell. Because when they ain't got nothing in their house and ain't no food in them shelves, they're going to go crazy. But let's check this video out of this guy here. He been reporting a lot of good stuff I've been checking out. And he been updating a lot of stuff on what's going on in the media.
Lots of big world news out there right now. Major gas line explosion in Texas. We have a world leader has been assassinated. Not a sitting world leader, but a world-renowned world leader. Water lines have been cut to farmers in Texas. They will be able to finish out this growing season, but they're being told no water for their next growing season in certain areas of Texas. Auto loans and other credit markets we're hearing more and more out there as bad as 2008. Worst since 2008. We're hearing this across mortgage loans. We're hearing this across auto loans. We got a lot of news on that. Heat dome baking the Midwest as well. Flash drought has been confirmed in those areas. We're going to jump into those things. Let's get into it, folks. First off, gas line explosion in Texas. It is a 24-inch pipe, a major artery in the natural gas pipelines across Texas. No word yet on the impacts. They were able to shut off the gas to the line and allow the line to burn out. And so you see lots of pictures out there of the big flaming thing. It was contained, but they had to wait for the natural gas to burn out of the line so they can repair the line and then get it back in service. Service should be restored relatively quickly because they know where the break is and they can get in there and fix the thing. But it is another major gas line that is down, at least for a temporary period of time. All right, moving on. Former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is dead after an assassination attempt in Nara City. A lone gunman with a shotgun shot him. And if you are aware of Abe's history, he was a very long-running prime minister of Japan, and a lot of people use the term Abenomics after him. He was the main proponent of basically national and monetizing the debt of the nation, and so basically bringing their equivalent of the Federal Reserve or the Bank of Japan in to come and buy up government securities, and then to basically buy up market securities as well. So at this point, the Bank of Japan, based on this man's vision, the Bank of Japan actually owns over 50% of the stocks in the Japanese stock market. It's that crazy. It's insane, and they have really paved the path that the United States and the Central Bank of Europe has also gone down. We have a lot of countries that have followed this. I don't know if that is related to this assassination attempt or what that's about. We don't have any word just yet on motives, but suffice it to say, if there is a world leader that is for, globalization and everything like that, this guy was like at the top of the list. Just a crazy thing, and he's a legend, whether you like him or hate him. He was definitely someone who has shaped the world, and so that may have serious ramifications if it turns out that this is because of some other nation that has backed this attempt. That will be very, very big. No indication that that's the case at this point yet, or if some movement or some group is behind this. You can expect the Japanese people as one people and their allies around the world to get very upset about this. He was a very, very influential person. All right. Moving on to water lines being cut in to farmers in Lower Colorado River Authority. So basically, this area has not been getting the water that it needs, and so they are moving in to cut off uncut offable farmers in their area. Now they are guaranteeing the first growing season that they're going to be guaranteed that water that they were guaranteed through the end of the first growing season, but they're being said that they're going to do a full cutoff of all the farmers for the second growing season. They're not going to give any water to farmers at all in the Lower Colorado River Authority. That's big news. And what do they mostly grow out there? Rice. They grow rice. It is a massive growing rice growing area. It is not on par with Arkansas, because Arkansas is much larger, but this is not a small drop in the bucket. There's going to be a lot less rice on the shelves shortly because of this. All right, let's move on to the real doozy here, if you will. We have auto loans are up to 3.32 million Americans have defaulted on or past 30 days delinquent, on their auto loans. That is moving them into the place where their cars could be repossessed. 3.32 million Americans could have the banks call their loans on their cars, come and pick them up and drop those 3.3 million cars off at the lots to be sold. That's a big number, folks. And the amount of money that the banks will lose doing that is a big number too. Credit applications, rejections are almost at 10-year highs. They are spiking up and fast. Banks are closing off. They're not issuing new credit. They're not issuing new credit for new cars. They're not issuing new credit for credit cards and such like that. They are rejecting people right and left. It's not just because credit scores are down, but banks are locking down their money. And we're going to get into that in just a second here, but mortgage applications cratering most since 2008. We don't like hearing most since 2008, especially when we're talking about credit markets, right? The mortgage applications and refinance applications are down dramatically, so much so that the mortgage rate has actually dropped almost 0.5%. The federal funds rate hasn't dropped at all, and yet the mortgage interest rate has dropped 0.5%. That is massive. That is a massive move. And the fact that it's not being moved by the Federal Reserve is scary, because that's the type of move that should only be able to be done by the Federal Reserve, at least if you live in funny money land. The free market is signaling hard that the credit market is locking up. Google searches for voluntary repossession of car are actually at 2008's peak. People typing into Google, voluntary repossession of car, 2008 peak. Rental delinquencies are off the charts. I mean, they're well past 2008 levels because the whole, rent paying holiday, I've talked to a number of people who have rentals that have been shafted because of the whole people not paying. And the people that I've talked to were able to get the people evicted, but using rules and things like that, people thought they were covered and they weren't. Both those families lost a lot of money because of these rentals not being paid. So credit market is locking up. The market, the economy is not firing on all cylinders. We're seeing that across the board with of course the supply chain issues. We're seeing that with the price increases of everything, inflation on prices. But then we're also seeing that with the labor market. A lot of people being laid off right now. Jobs numbers are going to drop just a couple hours after this video drops. So we will see what those numbers are. But word on the street is it's going to be surprisingly bad. Surprisingly bad in the United States. In addition to that, we have this heat dome that is baking the Southeast and Midwest. I talked about this about a week ago. I was sharing about the flash drought that is going to hit that area, particularly the Mississippi River Valley, as well as the Ohio River Valleys. And that has now been confirmed. Flash drought means basically an area that is not in drought rapidly over several weeks, moving into drought phase. Drought Monitor is now confirming that areas in Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, Mississippi, Louisiana, and of course, new areas in Texas are now jumping straight into moderate drought. These are areas that have not been affected by, we've had this Western drought thing going on for years now, very severe, and I don't want to minimize that in any way, but I'm just saying we've been keeping that drought to the west side of the Mississippi River and not in the Mississippi Valley, but now we're suddenly getting hit hard across the Corn Belt and across the Rice Belt. This is going to have some dramatic impacts. We are heavily reliant upon these high-producing areas that generally get enough rain are suddenly not getting the rain they need. And in addition to that, with this heat dome baking all of the moisture out of the soil, it is really reducing the soil moisture content significantly, which is very troubling to the farmers out there. And it is damaging, potentially going to really seriously damage the crops out there if the farmers can't get out there and irrigate all these this problem away. So the farmers that don't have irrigation in place or don't have the water resources to do that, they're going to seriously see some problems out there. Folks in Texas that are getting their water shut off to the farms, they're just going to have to pass on the second growing season. We're not going to. This is big news, folks. Across the agricultural world, the flash drought out there in the affected areas is massive news. Farmers are scrambling to try to save the crops that are out there as is, and they're going to be heavily reliant upon water.
We were literally just attacked again. That's right. At about 4 a.m., the printing press.
And when there's a drought, that water is a lot less abundant. So are they going to be able to source that much water, or are the rivers going to start drying up because so much water is being pulled out of them into the systems to irrigate fields and such? That is a question we're going to see in the very near future. Up to this point, we have not had that problem before. Like, the Mississippi River and its tributaries have a lot of water in them, and the water table has a lot of water in there. So we would assume that we can pull enough water from those places to get through this season. But if this continues, what will next season look like? That is a big question out there too. And a lot of farmers are getting, this is a shot across the bow. A lot of farmers who have been living in areas where this is not a problem are suddenly having to face this very serious crisis, is going to maybe make them a little more skittish about what they do next year with planting and such like that. So keep that in mind too. This could have long-term effects just from the psychology of the decisions that the farmers make. I mean, the farmers can really decide to ramp up production, but that's them sticking their necks out. Are they going to stick their necks out when they don't know where the fertilizer is going to come from? And now where they're starting to wonder, where they didn't before so much about where the water is going to come from, now they're going to have to worry more about the moisture content of the soil and where they're going to get irrigation water from. They're going to try to lock in a lot of water contracts, and they may not be able to buy those water contracts. So a lot of big news out there. Like I said, just more pieces to the puzzle. We got a lot going on in the world out there. I don't know what will happen the rest of today, but it is a Friday, so expect news dumps, and also just a lot of things are kind of moving today. If we get any developments out of the Shinzo Abe assassination, if we get play out of the U.S. jobs reports, stock markets could go cratering really fast, or they could go skyrocketing really fast. Watch yourselves out there. Hopefully you're positioned in a safe way for either of those two options. But hopefully most of your money is invested in solid, tangible objects that can't lose their value just because somebody prints a weird number on the screen. All right, folks.
Yeah, that was it on that. That was a lot of powerful, good information that brother gave out today.
God.
Shabbat shalom, family, brethren. Shabbat shalom.
Shalom, King.
What the business? Most High bless y'all.
Hallelujah. Most High bless. Hallelujah. Good to see you on, my brother. Most High bless.
What's the business? What's the business?
Oh, man. hang it in there, brother. Hang it in there.
Sham, my brother.
Most High bless. I see what you're doing.
Hey, warning the people out, letting them know what time it is. Hope they see what's going on, and this thing is going down, man. And it's like the Most High speeding this thing up. We never know what's going to happen today or tomorrow. So
Right.
I'm prepping all the way to the end. I went and got me cans of canned meat today.
Yeah.
Long-term investment. I told my wife. She was like, "Okay, baby, do what you're gonna do, as long as we good." So
hey, let me say this. Hey, Shay, let me say this real quick before King Judah go in. Hey, if possible, man, I don't care what nobody say. Everybody in our intro, but I got an intro I love, and I love King Judah intro, man. Especially when it's doing the countdown and then it goes in that beat, bro. If we can, so put that you see across our screen and play that bad boy, man. That is the joint right there. But go ahead, man. Go ahead, King Judah.
Hey, matter of fact, man, I got y'all. I'm gonna do y'all one like that, and I'll put the FOPE on it, and then that way, when y'all trying to, when y'all first start and the people coming, I'll do y'all one like that, like give a 3-minute introduction to y'all live to draw the people in. So y'all got y'all.
No doubt. Hey, can we play it so everybody can see it? Man, this is the baddest intro in all of Israel right now. I think we're in second place. Hold on now. I like my brother's song, but I think we're in second place with the intro. I think we're in second place. You got some bad ones, but goddamn, I like this one. This the beat itself is just fire. But go ahead, King. I know you want to say something, bro. You jumped on, but go ahead. Thanks. I appreciate it, bro. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Oh yeah, I got y'all, man. What I wanted to say is that last week when my brother Sham and Gabar was trying to warn the people and edify the people, I was listening at work, and I noticed that my brother Sham was getting a lot of attacks from the audience, and I'm pretty sure some of them was trolls, but I believe a lot of those was Israelites who was upset with my brother because he's preparing his home. He's preparing his wife and his children. Like he said, if anything happened to him, he know his family gonna be straight. And a lot of you Israelites got upset with him because he said, if you don't prepare and he do prepare, you believe he supposed to take the food that he prepared for his wife and his children and he supposed to give it to you.
Right.
No, y'all have been woefully misinformed. If you not preparing and you not doing nothing, and you waiting on the Lord to do everything for you, you have been woefully misinformed again. I want to read something in the Bible when Moses was giving the Lord his props, but he said something to Moses that kind of messed me up a little bit. I'm gonna go to Exodus 14, and I'm gonna pick it up at 13. And this is when the children of Israel was coming out of Egypt. Look what the Lord told Moses. Exodus 14 and 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, which will show you today. For the Egyptians, whom you have seen today, you shall see them again no more forever. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. Now Moses giving the Lord props. Man, hey, y'all just stand still. The Lord finna handle business. Look what he told Moses, though. Verse 15. And the Lord said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me? But Moses just said, just stand still, the Lord gonna do everything for you. But then he tell Moses, what you crying to me for, dog? You didn't just see the power that I showed in Egypt through that stick you got? Tell the people to go, man. You don't need to cry to me. I didn't already showed you everything you need to do, Moses. Tell them to go, stretch forth your stick and split the water. So why the Lord didn't do everything for him? Why the Lord didn't build a tabernacle for him? He made them do it. Why the Lord ain't built an ark of the covenant? He made them do it. So you can't tell me the Lord gonna do everything for us. You gotta prepare your house. Yes, you need to have faith, but you gotta have some works to go with that faith. If you tell a brother and a sister, hey man, go in peace, and you don't feed them and give them no clothes, man, you ain't got no faith. Faith requires works. So that means get off your behind, stop crying, and telling people, now you supposed to take care of your brother and help your brother. No, If you sitting around and you ain't preparing your house, and if you're a single brother, man, you most definitely better not be crying. Prepare your house, family. You got single women prepping with their children, prepping, preparing a house. I've been prepping. I've been buying everything. So if something happened to me, my family's straight. So y'all sitting up here attacking my brother because he preparing for his house and you not preparing. Nobody don't got to do nothing for you, man. Because in that day, your own mama gonna turn on you. Your wife may turn on you. Your husband may turn on you. Man, people gonna be turning on their own family. Your mama who raised you, change your diaper. Your daddy who love you, raise you. They gonna turn on you. Why? Because of lack of food, lack of water. It's gonna make them do things they never thought they'll do. So don't get mad at my brother. Prepare your house and stop crying on the internet. Because the Lord ain't going to do everything for you, Israel. That's what he gave you a brain for, to make decisions. And if you can't get off your behind and make a decision to prep your house, you have been woefully misinformed the third time.
King, nicely said. Can I get a precept real quick, brother?
50 cans today. They went up to $1.25 now because of inflation, but they're going to go up again. When I first started buying these, they was like 80-something cents. Now they $1.25 a can. 50 cans today. A small investment. I told you how canned goods work. They good forever. Don't get in it. Don't get them beat up. Long as no oxygen got in here, and when you do open it, if it don't smell bad or nothing grown in it, the food is perfectly fine. You can eat it. Don't worry about the date. Don't worry about the date that says Best Buy or Sell By. That stuff don't mean nothing. You can look up the canned good stuff. The people who've been prepping for years, they'll tell you that. As long as they not dented, beat it, crack, and stack properly, the food will be perfectly fine inside. But go ahead.
That's right.
Con. I want to get a precept because my brother K Judah just flamed up the channel, man, with that beautiful edification he brought. I just want to lay me back real quick off what he said. I'm going to come from the book of Luke, chapter 17 and verse 20. And when he was demanded of the Pharisees when the kingdom of God should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of God cometh not with observation.
Well, now, if that's for me,
there you go.
That's for me.
There you go.
That's for me. We know who house to come to.
Elder Qanath, big salute to you, brother. I'm telling you, man, that's smart right there, man. That is smart because Sham, every day I go to the store, brother, I grab 2 waters a day. Don't you know I'm running out of room? Like I had to go stack it on side the wall. Cause I got so much water, bro. Hey, and them them emergency supply food buckets, I got a lot of them. You know, with the food in the inside.
You know what I just told my wife? I said, you know what, baby? Shit, our bathroom in the basement, we don't shower because we don't get hot water in our shower down there in our tub. I said, man, I can put this damn wood in here, wrap this shit with some plastic and store some water right up in it. Cause I'm like, we not using it anyway. This a lot of space right here. Like this is like a jail bed and shit.
Right.
How much shit you can stack right here? I said, shit, I'm about to fill this shower little part up. I'm gonna fill that goddamn shower tub up with water and other shit. Watch me.
Facts. Yeah, but hey, I just came up here to say that Gabar and Short Sham, they've been going live, man, every single day, warning you, giving you the tools, telling you what to buy, telling you what you should do for your house. And instead of y'all listening, y'all attack the brothers. That goes to show me right there, man, that if you can do that now, and when it get bad, what you gonna do? You're gonna try to kill somebody, man, because you're gonna be hungry because you ain't prepared, and you're gonna go try to take some from somebody, and you're gonna lose your life.
And that's what I've been warning them about, K. Judah, over and over again. The Most High put it in my mind. He gave me a vision, and he said, no matter what you do, when they go out there and they go crazy and they're out there fighting, ronding, don't go be a part of it. Stay home.
Right.
I don't care if you need something and it's that bad you forgot. Don't go out there in it because you could you could be killed for grabbing something, and then somebody might need that and just shoot you for it and be like, because you got the last bit of cough medicine or some toothache medicine that you needed for your child. You feel me? That's why I'm like, most, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know it sounds crazy because I be telling people the Most High be talking to me, but he do through visions and dreams, and he let me know, he warned me about shit. So when I just don't do it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna listen. That's why I go now. That's why I was telling people, go now while the time is still good. Get everything you need. Start stocking up on your medical supplies, because if they shut stuff down, you're gonna need stuff for your tooth pain if you can't get to the hospital. Get that kind of stuff. Make sure you get hygiene products, because the video I showed yesterday, they in the feminine products for the women, they making y'all get less and less, or saying one per sister. That's not going to help y'all. That's why my wife, she stocked up on tampons and max pads and all that stuff, you know, for her. So I'm just warning y'all, man, do what y'all got to do to save yourselves, You know,
let me jump in right quick and give y'all a nugget real quick. This is going to be the new survival norm. It's called a tower garden. You can do this inside your house. I have one, and we grow in plenty of produce. Too much, so much that we basically end up throwing some stuff away. All right. So this is called the tower garden. This is how it looks. You can grow all kinds of kale, all kinds of different microgreens, and you could keep going. And you can build your own custom one. I'm just giving y'all some food for thought so that you understand that you don't have to rely upon the grocery store. You can be agriculturally independent, right? So let me show you this real quick, just so you can get an idea of what you can purchase. You can build a hydroponic system in your house already, all right? But this one is something, if you don't want to spend time building, you could purchase it, all right? There's some LED lights right here that helps the plants grow. You control the health of the plant. So these plants are actually much better and healthier for you. And you can control the lighting. It's called the tower garden, all right? This is like the new thing right now that many people are purchasing. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you some people like this person here in these greenhouses. They got a tower garden and they're just growing lettuce on, and they buy them by the hundreds. Okay, because a lot of people understand what's going on, y'all. You're not going to be able to go to the grocery store, y'all. We are telling you, I'm going to say it again. You're not going to be able to go to the grocery store. You have to take your own survival, your own nutrition into your own hands, because we're being artificially manipulated into what they call a great famine. Okay. So these are the things we can do to empower ourselves, empower our community, and to make sure that your family is okay, so that you won't be out there thugging, trying to steal and mug people for food. That's and right. End up dying in the process. All right. So this is called Tower Garden. Make sure you look it up. It's really, man, they got them for like $1,500. You can get them as cheap as $500. All right. And it works perfectly. So definitely learn a new skill right here. I'm going to show you one more, and I'm going to let other brothers have the floor. But this is basically how they work. They even got do it yourself. They got do it yourself tower garden ideas. All right. So you can do this yourself. And that's what I be doing in my house. My house, I'll have all these lettuces. Okay. And then we eat it. We got our salad. We throw some beans out there. Shoot, we get a little bit of them canned goods, and we straight. We good to go. So that's all I wanted to show the people.
You know what I realized? Nobody respect information until information is no more. Nobody respect food until it's no longer on the shelf. Straight up. And I work at a warehouse. And my imam, my spiritual mother, asked me. She say, down there in Houston, Texas, what you see? I say, imam, I'm gonna be real with you. I say the trucks come every day. The food is stocked. It come every day. I say when I call you and say, Iman, the trucks ain't coming no more. They said that we don't get one this week. I say, so there's still food that's coming through. But what Sharsham and Gabar was telling y'all all this week, all last week, I mean, actually showing you stuff to buy. Prepare now, man, because it's coming. I can feel it, family. Bill Gates just bought up farmland in Dakota. Mm-hmm. They've been storing organic seeds in a vault. Mm-hmm. Why do you think they want to control the food? Because if they control the food and the water, they control you. Mm-hmm. Yep. So prepare, family. They giving y'all game. I'm telling you, prepare. They're not on the panel, trying to go back and forth with nobody. They really warning you. But y'all not taking heed to the warning because you just want to attack. Because they say they preparing for their family, you need to prepare for yours. So you think you can go knock on their door, and this man been preparing for his daughters and his wife. Gabar been preparing for his family. Elder Qanath been preparing for his family. You didn't prepare, so now you knocking on the door. Say, brother, let me in, man. I'm hungry. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. They was warning you the whole time, and you was laughing, mocking, scorning, playing around. Now you hungry. Well, you just gonna be hungry, brother.
We talked about the second lockdown already. It's coming. That's why we talking about it. It's starting to happen. We warning you. Get your stuff now because they doing a lockdown. They already locked down China and they locked down, I believe, Germany. So it's coming. Make sure you get your stuff ready. Make sure y'all go to Elder Qanath house because as you can see, he got it. Y'all trying to attack me. Like, get your shit out. I done got that shit. He got it.
Yeah, the Qanath, yeah.
I would tell me though.
Yeah. It feel, but to be honest with y'all, it feel good to prepare. When I get off of work and I come and I look in the house, I say, yeah, man, thank you, Father. I'm preparing my family. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see this stuff, it feel good to prepare. Because you know it's coming. You can feel it. You know it's about to go left. You know it is.
My wife went to work right that night. I told her before she left, I said, babe, no matter what happened to me, one thing you will know, I did my best. And I made sure we was ready for whatever was going to come. I did my best and got what we needed for our family.
That's right.
Today, you know, my legacy is important. My kids are going to know their father was a good man, and my father did what he had to do and did what he had to do for us so we can survive no matter what.
Already. That's right. Big salute. Already. That's right, Short Sham. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the world say about you. Your family that's in their house, they the ones looking at you. You know?
Hey, Troy, most high bless you, King. I understand, you know, but you don't know where I live. It don't matter. It don't matter.
I could show something else, right? Hey, Sham, don't worry about that because I could show something else that goes right along with these seeds, right? I like what they call it, God damn it. Oh,
but Troy, if it do get that bad, Troy, if it do get that bad, tell me your location and I'll drop a little bag off somewhere for you. You can go pick it up. But you ain't gonna know where I'm at. You ain't gonna know where my house at. You ain't gonna know where my house
drink. What's that everybody drink, man? I can't. Only was on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it right now. Yashapa, what's the name of that? That thing I got over 5,000 seeds, and I was gonna juice them and sell them one time. I can't think the name of it. Yashapa, I see you on here. But what I'm saying, in other words, brothers and sisters, just prepare for anything. And you know what? If nothing ever happens and you got some land out there, buy some seeds and plant your own food anyway. Just to grow your food, man. You know, have seeds, right? Learn how to build a greenhouse. Sham will tell you. I've been talking about. Listen, I've been telling Sham this for years, right? How to build a greenhouse, how to make water in the desert, right? So it's all kind of stuff, man. At the end of the day, it's just survival. And teach your children that, right? Now, I'm gonna say something that might be a little touchy, but God, it's sad that we have to live like this in America. Teach your children, brothers and sisters, how to escape from school if need be. Take your black behind in your children's school, especially live out there with them people that be doing stuff like that because you want to be with them people so bad. Okay, not necessarily, but a better neighborhood, okay? Walk around that school. Look at every corner and crack. And you scope it out and say, baby girl, baby boy, if anything go down, this is what you need to do right here.
Oh, Qanath, you want me to drop the link now?
Yes, drop the link. Yes, sir. Drop the link.
Okay, because I forgot.
And I would like to see Ashley come on because I really believe Ashley is Jose Vega.
It might be his wife, Jose Vega's wife.
Yeah.
He's just using her page.
Yeah, that's his wife's name, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, family. So y'all should need to stock up, get y'all stuff together. King Jude, I appreciate you, you know, the support, brother.
Hey, put that video in the link, man. We going out with that.
we definitely on the same page. You know what I mean? But y'all better get y'all stuff together, man. Because at the end of the day, don't go to King Judah house. Don't go to Shasham house. Don't go to Elder Qanath house. Don't go to the bar house because we can't help you.
Damn sure better not go to Shasham bar.
Don't call me. I can't help you, man.
And I want to say this too.
Go ahead,
No, go ahead, Elder. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say you got the oil at the front door, so they come, they're gonna fold. Hey, King Judah, put your clothing, share your clothing, man. That's because I want everybody to see it.
We gonna get it.
Man, I've been trying to buy some from FOPE site. Man, do y'all have a direct link? Because every time I hit that link, it send me to Instagram, but there's no link for me to like purchase the item that I'm trying to buy.
No, you just inbox us and tell us what you want. That's how we do it.
Okay, got you. Okay, got
you. You talk, just hit the inbox. So you don't even change. You just call us or whatever. Let me know if you whatever you want.
I got you. Okay, yeah, man, because I want to support.
Hey, Sharsham, can you repost that link? The sister Queen B is saying that she needs that website one more time.
Okay.
With the Tower Garden. Yeah, I guess it didn't appear on the live chat. But we out here to help our people, man. And listen, also don't forget while you prepping, y'all, get yourself some firearms. What good is it to stack up all this food and you can't protect it? And all you're going to do is be victimized because somebody going to run up in there and take your stash. So we got to think about self-defense as well, because do you see how we're being manipulated? Everybody's going to be in an effed up position very soon.
Well, not everybody, but a lot of people.
A lot of people. That's true.
Because I'd be damned if it'd be me. I refuse to. I'm working hard until I can't work no more. And to make it through whatever how long this tribulation going to be. Yeah. Because they're going to get the people and try to force you to conform. And it was another video of a white guy. He was talking about it. He said they know what's going on. That's why they trying to hurry up and get things to moving, because they know a lot of people sleep still, but they know a whole lot of people woke up and they hip to the game, and now they scared. And this is I'm gonna go to play. It's only like 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna play it, y'all, and what the Edomite was saying.
Hey, Sharon, remember this? Hey, remember y'all when they came out with the masks? Everybody had to wear masks, right? People didn't have masks. But Sham and I, we always made sure we had our 10 toes down, had the masks. How many of y'all, especially in the city, was running around trying to find toilet paper at that time and paper towels? I must have had over 100-something rolls of toilet paper, man. Wasn't that playing? Okay, I still got Lysol left. Shasham will tell you.
I got a lot. I had the hookup from my wife work at Sam's Club. She when the truck come in, they didn't put it out to the public. He was like, yeah. I was like, man, I ain't got no Lysol. He like, man, my wife got it. What you need? I said, man.
What about alcohol and peroxide? You could barely find that. Hey, forget about cough syrup and cough drops. That was like obsolete. NyQuil gone.
Hey, let me give you another nugget. Get yourself some colloidal silver and get a nebulizer. All right. So if you come down with any type of illness, because they're going to be putting pathogens in the air. All right. This monkeypox is on the scene. Now they're talking about this, a new variant called the Ninja variant for COVID. And they're talking about monkeypox is up in New York, the state of New York. It's up double, and it's about over 100 something cases. So the bottom line is you get yourself some colloidal silver, all right, or some hydrogen peroxide, the food grade one, and you get a nebulizer, and that can cure just about 99. And as long as you eat mostly plant-based, or you try to eat as much plant-based as you can, you'll be fine. You won't have nothing to worry about.
Hey, DeBar, text all that information to my phone. You just said.
Con, I got you. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Look at all this game they giving y'all. Come on, family. Come on. Y'all, I mean, you can't be against what these brothers is, the information they giving, family. Like, man, sometimes I just don't be knowing, man. Like, I really be asking myself, oh man, are we really in the truth?
When I was 19,
boy,
Con.
some of the stuff they be saying, but I'm talking about some of the stuff they was saying to y'all in the chat the other day. Man, I couldn't believe, man. I was at work just like, man, look how they coming at my brother Sham and Gabar. One dude talking about he wanted to box Gabar over the information. I was like, bro, come on now.
Yeah, they made it that bad. You know, Shalom, Don P. You want to say something?
Uncle Don P, big salute. Uncle Don P, big salute.
Elder, salute. Uncle P.
Hey, let me just get a props what the props is due real quick. First of all, to all of the nephews and brothers on the, up on the, upstage. I love y'all. I love y'all because y'all are just really, I can't even tell you, man, how my heart feels about this journey that we're embarking on. And hey, nephew, big shout out to you, King Judah, on the teaching that you did earlier. Man, you better stop. You gonna mess around and have a whole bunch of trees that got a whole lot of fruit on it, baby. And also to the nephew Gabar, nephew, I love what you've been doing. Folks don't know what you're doing. It's gonna pop, and folks gonna be like, wow. But do that, and everybody that know, what they know. Brother, that's lovely. That's what I'm talking about. Paradise, baby. Paradise, baby. You keep doing what you're doing. And this nephew is so bright. This nephew is so intelligent. And then they messed around and gave him the formula to understand their economy. And he's just killing it. He's just killing it. This young man is ooh-wee. I've had the privilege of having extensive conversations with the nephew, and I ain't gonna go into my background. He know my background, but this nephew is so brilliant, and I really believe that with the leadership in FOPE, we can really accomplish something that you guys want to really be a part of. I'm trying to tell you right now. Qanath know what I'm talking about. Sham know what I'm talking about. K. Judah know what I'm talking about. Naphtali know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful thing. And I love visionaries. Because see, me and Qanath, we a little older, so we'll make it. We'll make it so far, but it's like y'all, Cham, y'all, nephew. You know what I'm saying? K. Judah, it's gonna be y'all that's really gonna see this thing through because and I love how y'all brought in the prophecy because that's where we are, and we are not being reactionary. We are being very wise because we're looking into the scriptures and we're saying, what do the Holy Scriptures say? Because, our big brother chested out them fools and said, y'all can look at the skies and you can tell the signs of the time, but you don't even understand where you're living right now and what time you're living right now.
Already.
And so we being wise unto Yeshua by Ruach HaKodesh as he gives as he breathes upon the word and tells you this is where you are. And nephew, nephew, I done heard the voice twice. One was to come out of the world and come out of Christianity and all that other stuff. So I don't get involved with voting and I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. They ain't got nothing to do with me. That's somebody else's kingdom, and I ain't got no parts of it. I'm loyal to the kingdom of Yahuwah, Yahusha, Ha Mashayach, and his father who gave him the kingdom. That's the kingdom I'm loyal to. I don't care nothing about no Democrats or Republicans. I don't care nothing about them. I ain't got nothing to do with this world. Don't even talk to me about it. I'm going to use the tools of this world and be as cunning as the serpent, but be as harmless as a dove. And the thing about it is the Most High has been given revelation on the fact that we are living in the serpent system, and that started from the garden, because you got to look at the players involved. And it's a lot of things about the serpent that differentiates him and his seed from us. And man, this plan is lovely, and I know this plan is blessed of the Most High, because that was the second time I heard the voice told me to come out of Babylon and don't be a partaker in their plagues. And I gotta go, man. I gotta go. My heart, it's just like in my gut, man. You ever had that bad churning in your gut? That's called a foreboding feeling. A foreboding feeling is when you know something bad is going to happen. You're being warned in your body. And see, the Most High already told me. And see, you know what? For him to know what to do is right and doesn't do it, to him, that's sin.
Right.
The Most High told me to flee Babylon. And then, you know what? He gave me the vision. Well, he first of all, he gave me the vision to get out of California. And Qanath, I think you brought this out, Qanath. I got a thing right now, and if the first part comes true, then I know I got to speed the plan up. Because if there's a tsunami over in Southeast Asia, then they say they back it up with scripture. I haven't really gone into the website, but if that happens, well, before that, I need to look at it, because the next thing supposed to happen is San Andreas Fault and goodbye California. And they talking about, October timelines and stuff. But any rate, we know Babylon is falling. And what's that scripture about loving this world?
Oh, that's in First
Unto
John.
death, unto your death. You're loving this world unto your death. And it's just like really sad, because in my family, I'm the only one. And, 50% of my family, maybe 40% of my family, they have more wealth than I do. And I'm telling them, this is what it is. Pull your wealth out of this Babylonian system. I don't give a damn about what your 401k says is going to pay you over the next 20 years. Guess what? You don't have a next 20 years. Because when the starting gun fires, 3.5 years is happening. Now get your money out of that. And me and the nephew talked about, we talked about all kinds of strategies. And I love this brother. He's so intelligent. I mean, any of y'all get the chance to really, chop it up with nephew, we love that man. Love that man. And Naphtali and her husband, oh my goodness. Them is an intelligent couple. They move as a unit. Man, just a blessing to talk to them. And I need to talk to my other Qanath. My brother Qanath, My brother Qanath a little more too. And Sharsham, hey, I'm glad this, you pulled the shades up. Some sunlight got in. And I can't wait to talk to you, man, because nephew got it planned out, man. We just got to move smart as a unit. And the thing about the band is this. it moves under the way the Most High would have us move, because the sign is there. What is the sign? That you have love one for another. Hey, those that already know, an F.O.P.E, they already know. And I admire nephew's choice that he made. It's sexy. Nephew know what I'm talking about. It's sexy. It's sexy.
God.
Hey, they'll know later. They'll know later. But he's like, let me land the plane. Let me land the plane.
God.
You know, but I don't want to put too much out there. I just said it was sexy.
Hey, they gonna see. Hey, Elder Don P, let me just say this, man. For the people, the audience listening, this is one of the most intelligent brothers I've ever had conversation with. The brother is very ultra intelligent. You know what I'm saying? The way he thinks, the business endeavors, everything this brother is doing is amazing. And I just thank the Most High that I've had the courtesy and pleasure of being a part of this brother's life. And I can't wait to do it on an even more intimate level when we make our transition out of Babylon. So I want to big up not only you, Elder Don P, K. Judah, Sharshem, Elder Qanath. Listen, we got such a strong alliance here. The Most High is definitely going to preserve us and keep us in these last days. But nothing but love to everybody. And Elder Don P, you know we're going to chop it up, man. We're going to definitely keep doing that. But go ahead, Sharshem. I know you got this video right here.
Hold on, thanks, Don P, for them wise words, brother. I appreciate you
already.
No doubt. And also, King Judah, if I don't know if we had, I want permission. You know, this is the song you played, man. I was watching one of your shows. I was like, man, you said I'm gonna play this and go out with this song. It was called something, We Are Family or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
Please, I want that. I want his beginning, and I want that we family at the end.
I got you.
Yeah, man.
I got you.
All right.
I even put some special effects to cover the song. That way, you know, it just give it more kick. So I got you.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
If the people I would like for the people to hear that before we close out too, because we are a family at the end of the day, man. Because listen, brothers and sisters, sometimes you're supposed to let your left hand know what your right hand doing. You know, I'm secure in things I do, you know, and sometimes we shouldn't let everybody know, but we care enough that we do. You know, go to Walmart, man. Just start picking up seeds, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You can buy you a big barrel, right, and let the rain fall in it, right? Go buy you some charcoal, right? Certain things to purify your water, right? The brother mentioned Colonel Silver. That's what I'm saying it right, right? I got that. I've been had it. I haven't even opened it, right? It's stuff that you can buy, and also that helps with radiation. But it's stuff you can buy that can help with radiation. I can't think of the name of it right now. You could take it for radiation poison.
I got you. It's called potassium iodine. I got you, Elder.
That's what it's called. I put a small bottle of that. I think somebody's. I don't know. I can't find it. I ain't gonna say so. I just can't find it.
Oh no, I can tell you where you can get it right now. Go to Nathaniel Jordan, the Minister of Wellness. Go to his brother. Yeah. Oh, he got it right now.
Put it in the chat, the bar. One of y'all put in the chat so everybody can hear it. I mean, see it. Where, Don? You saying go where now?
The Minister of Wellness.
And the name of it is
Nathaniel Jordan. And you'll see it. It's the iodine.
Mm-hmm.
He got a special runner right now for what's coming up. Y'all want to check it out because he's giving 54% off. I done ordered one set. I'm about to get me another one as a backup, man. I've been running this special.
Good. Hey, I'm sorry, Don. I gotta ask you a question. I don't want to forget, man. Hey, is that the brother from What's the name of that camp, man? The brother just passed away. Our dear brother.
ISOC.
Yeah, is that him? Is that you?
That's the he used to be in there. That's the brother from Chicago. He got his own camp called
Oh, okay. All right, most high bless.
I'm confused. Are you talking about the guy I was talking about, or you guys talking about somebody else?
No, we're talking about something. It's somebody on the comment board. It's somebody.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Brother trying to get it.
My bad. Because I'm like going.
It's all right.
No,
And
that's
also,
not
bless the
him.
brother all the way from Europe. Bless you as well. Yeah. Hey, DeBar, say that the name of that again. That fights radiation.
It's called potassium iodine, and this is when you should take it. So if you, let's say a ICBM hits, I'm gonna make up somewhere where we ain't at. Let's say Utah, right? But you're in New Mexico. Well, that the isotopes that are in the air that are radioactive, you want to start taking it, the potassium iodine, so that you don't get radiation sickness. And there was a movie in the 1970s that went over this kind of stuff. All right. And the idea was to discourage people from nuclear war. But as you see today, that movie really ain't take much of effect. All right. Plus, it's the will of the Most High. So long story short, potassium iodine is what you need to stock up on, especially as we get closer to the conflict. And this is nuclear war, y'all. This ain't no joke. For people who are on the coast, whether West Coast or East Coast, we ought to be praying to the Most High 3 times a day for mercy and deliverance, because those are the blast sites that they're targeting. All right. And if you look, there's a book called Strategic Relocation by Joel Skousen. I'm going to start talking about this book a little bit more in some of our future streams. But what he talks about is all of the major nuclear reactors are on the coastlines of the West Coast and also the East Coast. In particular, in the DMV area, we have a ton of them. We have one in Charles County, Maryland. We also have another one above us near just inside of Pennsylvania. These are major nuclear reactors. And if someone shot it down, you talk about a nuclear crisis. You're talking about basically, let's say Russia hit us with an ICBM. It's pretty much over, because now them nuclear reactors have just now added to the catastrophe. So that potassium iodine is. Go ahead, Uncle.
Yeah, I was just going to say, let me piggyback on what you were saying in terms of the reality of the possibility and the need for preparation. Over the last 18 months.
Can I play this video real quick? And then
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't think I'm gonna get to the video. Let me just play this video real quick, and then we can
absolutely
download.
Good afternoon, guys. I know another video, and there's a good reason for this one. Anybody ever heard the phrase "comedy is truth"? You know, think of George Carlin. You know, pretty much everybody knows George Carlin. He was pretty much straightforward, and he told you exactly what was going on in the world without any filters. And guess what? He was right. Okay. You know, the old joke, what's the opposite of progress? Congress. You know, yeah. All right. He had a good way of getting the truth out to you while making you laugh. But he was honest about it. There's a catch. And I'm going to get back to that in a second, but I want to give you this. That is something to start with here. Fly. Okay. So, my video from this afternoon around lunchtime. And I was telling everybody about what was going on in the world. And I know damn well anybody that hasn't followed this channel or first time they watch it, oh my God, he's a conspiracy theorist. Everything I tried to explain to y'all, no, it's not a conspiracy theory. Okay. I want to give you something that anybody that tells you you're full of shit, I'm full of shit, whatever would be, tell them to stick this in their pipe and smoke it. Okay. Yesterday, well, let's start back here. In 2008, an author, a professor by the name of George Kent, wrote an article called The Benefits of World Hunger.
The phone plans the internet is obsessing over just got better.
Yeah, okay. Yesterday, for some goofy reason, the United Nations decided to publish this article on their website. Mind you, again, it's entitled The Benefits of World Hunger. And yesterday, okay? Well, needless to say, there was a whole bunch of uproar about publishing an article called The Benefits of World Hunger on the UN website for good reason, okay? Now, I want you guys to listen to this. This is what this article says. We sometimes talk about hunger in the world as if it were a scourge that all of us want to see abolished, viewing it as comparable with the plague or AIDS. But that naive view prevents us from coming to grips with what causes and sustains hunger. Hunger has great positive value to many people. Indeed, it is fundamental to the working of the world's economy. Hungry people are the world's most productive people, especially when there is a need for manual labor. So as he goes on, this is kind of interesting. Much of the hunger literature talks about how it is important to assure that people are well fed so they can be more productive. That's nonsense. No one works harder than hungry people. Yes, people who are well nourished have greater capacity for productive physical activity, but well nourished people are far less willing to do that work. Okay. This is the most telling, okay? I want you to listen to this paragraph closely. For those of us at the high end of the social ladder, ending hunger globally would be a disaster. If there were no hunger in the world, who would plow the fields? Who would harvest our vegetables? Who would work in the rendering plants? Who would clean our toilets? We would have to produce our own food and clean our own toilets. No wonder people at the high end are not rushing to solve the hunger problem. For many of us, hunger is not a problem, but an asset. Liberal professor, okay? When this guy wrote this article, George Kent, he was a professor in the Department of Political Science at the University of Hawaii. Okay, we all know which way Hawaii leans, okay? Come on, this is the state that elected Mazie Hirono. There isn't a conservative brain in politics in Hawaii. Certainly now you add professor and college and everything like that. Yeah, okay, guy's uber liberal. Okay. But like I said earlier, this got a lot of pushback and screaming and yelling at the UN as to what was going on, and it got taken down off their website. Okay. Fortunately, one of y'all sent me the screenshots of this. I knew about the story, but I couldn't find the article. He sent me the screenshots, and I was like, cool, somebody got this. So here's the issue. How is the UN trying to spin this? Oh, the article was satire. It was just making a joke on what's going on. Okay, let's use a little logic here. Let's say that the article was satire. When it was written in 2008, if it was satire, when has the UN got into publishing comedy pieces? Okay, I mean, the UN's a joke, but it certainly shouldn't be publishing satire on their website, right? Okay, I'll give you that. Why would they publish a 14-year-old satire story on their website, considering what's going on now in the world, where we actually have food problem, okay, food shortage, hunger, et cetera, et cetera? It may be somebody at the UN was that tone deaf to publish this, but I'm sorry. I'm not going to believe for a second that this article is satire, that when it was published yesterday, it was meant to be satire, that it was specifically published as a roadmap for, as the last paragraph I...
What you say, Qanath? You wanted to say something?
Yeah, it just dawned on me. He's supposed to came on the show, but a lot of people say, "I know that white," but he's supposed to came on the show right here. Yehuda got in contact with us, and he's supposed to come on the show. So if y'all want to see him on here, this gentleman here, then I have him on because he does have a lot of information that I think is very important. So if y'all want to have him on here, just put a 1. If you don't, just put a 2. But yeah, we got in touch with him, and he has a lot of information. And I was surprised he know who we are too. But I digress. Go ahead, out.
I read the elites that they don't want us, Joe Normal, okay, to have everything we need. Hungry people would be better there to serve them as slaves. There it is in black and white, guys. Okay. Like I said, George Carlin and many other comedians who've done the same, they will tell you the truth. It sounds like comedy, but it's all based on fact. They can try to spin this as satire, as, oh, that was just a joke. Okay, sure. Soylent Green was satire too. How many other things in Hollywood, how many other things that have been written turned into a roadmap? I don't know. 1984 ring a bell to anybody? Okay. Animal Farm ring a bell to anybody? You know, George Orwell seemed to write the blueprint for the World Economic Forum, for the democratic socialists of the world, that they are using as an instruction manual as opposed to a piece of fiction. This right here is obviously not a piece of fiction. And you know why I can say that? This got published on the UN website. They didn't figure Joe Average would go look at stuff on the UN website. I mean, be honest with yourself. When's the last time you went to go read an article on the United Nations page? Okay. This comes into what I'm saying about it's us versus them. There were enough people who saw this yesterday and shared this yesterday to say WTF is going on with these people. Jay was smart enough to take screenshots of it and send it to me. But now you put this together and you look at what I just showed you, and you tell me that it's a conspiracy theory that the elites are trying to help us. They're not. They're trying to kill us. This is a planned famine. This is a planned disaster. Believe me if you want. Don't believe me at your own risk. That's all I can tell you at this point. You know, if you want to be part of the group that believes that we are at war against people, you'll find help. If you want to stick your head in the sand and say, oh, none of this is true, you're just making all this up, I don't know what more black and white could tell you. Go look up articles on it. You know, you'll see it was pulled down. There's all sorts of articles in the news today about this being pulled down. Go look it up yourself. Maybe you'll have a awakening moment instead of a freaking woke moment.
That was it on that.
Hey, Ak, that was heavy. So let me just jump in here real quick and say, now we've said, and we've been warning y'all that this is a artificial, manipulated, manufactured famine. And they are buying up all the farmland because they're going to, all the people, Section 8, all the people who are on government subsidies, they're going to starve you out. You're going to have to make a decision between rent or food. And then you're going to be evicted. You're going to be forcibly evicted because you can't live nowhere for free. And that's when you're going to end up going to one of these FEMA centers where they're going to persecute you, like in Foxconn. All right. Just look up Foxconn in China. Now it's in the United States. Okay. There's one in Wisconsin. All right. Now they have suicide nets. And the idea is that you can go there room and board free, but you must work 7 days a week and you get food. They take care of everything, but they work you like a slave. So again, let's tie this back to what Trump said. Make America great again. Was America really great for anything other than slavery? Okay. So that's exactly what the plan is, y'all. And what we're saying is we need to be agriculturally independent. So we need to have the tower garden. We need to learn how to make a hydroponic system in our backyards and start planting foods so that we could have food security. Also, you need to know how to replant and harvest. Most of everything that you produce can be replanted and repotted so that it can continue to grow again and you can eat again and again and again and again. So again, we're not here to scare you, but we are, for those who are asleep, we're here to scare you into taking action to keep your family, So that's all I wanted to say on that. Brothers on the panel, anything you wanted to bring up?
No, it's really not to scare you. It is to bring you to a level of awakeness that the Most High has blessed us with. I believe this is being fruitful and bringing forth fruit, because here's the deal. You understanding and hearing the word of the Most High and understanding the directive, getting you to move based on that. See, you don't have to believe the brothers on the panel. All you got to do is look into the word and look at what's going on and what's been going on. Y'all know the Euphrates River is dried up. So go and look at the prophecy about the Euphrates River. We live in an ominous, glorious, horrific time. Even as, some were like, wow, I got to see the day of Ha Mashayach. Well, guess what we're getting to see, brothers and sisters? We're getting to see the day of the end. And I really don't believe it's, as it says that there's going to be, false prophecies and false people, saying Yahushua's over here, Yahushua's over there. I don't think that's what we have going on here. I think we have the portion of scripture that talks about and talks to the people of the Most High and telling us, okay, it's time for you to flee Babylon. And I really feel that's been going on.
Let me say this: whether you flee Babylon or not, I would recommend that you at least take a vacation, right, outside of the country, so you can see what's on the other side of the hill. You know what I mean? We've been going through so much here, right? Let's just say, and I said this before. Let's say that because we don't know where everything's going to end, but for a place who's giving you the illusion that you're making it, because a lot of y'all may have houses on here, 30-year mortgage. It's not your house. It's the bank house. 5-year payment plan on your car. It's not your car. It's the bank car. You live in an apartment, you say, that's my apartment, my crib. That ain't your crib. That's somebody else's crib, probably Jew-ish. Right? I was talking earlier, my wife and I was talking about taxes. Right? And you pay taxes, right? Oh, heck, it's tax season, right? You got to pay your taxes and pay your taxes at the end of the year. But guess what, brothers and sisters? We've been paying taxes every day. Every time you buy some tax, every time you do something, it's tax. Buy a bottle of water, tax. City, state, everything, everywhere you go is tax. Guess what? You pay taxes in the restaurant, and then you pay the server's salary. What you mean, Qanath? What you talking about, Qanath? Right? This is what the deal is, Pickle. Is that every waiter, they don't even want to pay a minimum wage. So they make you pay their employees. They make you pay their employees. I never forget, I was at a restaurant and I looked, I said, what the hell is this? What they call it? Gratuities? Gratuity. I'm like, what the hell is that? What? I said, 18%. What if I ain't want to give them a tip? I probably wasn't pleased. They automatically make you pay that. That's paying their employees' salary. Parking tickets, paying for parking, right? Paying for parking. When you got a phone, you're paying tax on your phone. Bank account, you're paying bank fees and taxes. So if you make $100,000 a year, how much is the government getting back out of that 100,000? You made it. Now, we're not talking about the taxes you pay at the end of the year and all the other taxes and then all your bills. Man, y'all better get out the matrix and wake the hell up. Because there's other places, real quick, there's other places on the planet that you can stay that's 5 times or 7 times bigger than the Americas. That has 1.4 billion people that looks like you, right? Little tiny Ghana that you could barely see over there is the size of Texas, where you can buy a house and you pay no property tax. Where you can buy a house and you don't need a mailbox. Where you can buy a house and you don't pay for electricity. Where you can buy a house and you don't pay for water. Where you can buy a house and they don't force you to get certain insurances to pay that you must have. Where you can park and you don't have to pay a meter. When you go to the grocery store, you ain't got to pay a dime for the bags like they do in most inner cities, like they do in Washington, D.C. Go ahead, Don P. Talk to me.
Man, you hit so many woo-wees. First of all, let me just go into the system real quick, because you were saying some things that were very, very, very important that people don't understand. I'm sure most of you have heard about bonds. In the same conversation you heard about stocks and bonds. But let me tell you about bonds. First of all, this country is in so much debt up to its eyeballs since the Revolutionary War. And the Civil War is not what you think it was about, okay? Your life has a bunch of bonds attached to it. These bonds are paid in the form of taxes. That's what Qanath was talking about, all these taxes. There's warehouses with all these different colored bonds. Those are the bonds of your life. Your social security number is a bond. Okay? Why is it a bond? Because you have to pay income tax on it. Who do you think is collecting these taxes? It's the central bankers who print the money that loan you paper that has no value. Your life and wealth is wrapped up in that. And it goes into all the other, like, I can just say this. It goes into all them taxes that Qanath was talking about. Those are all bonds. Those are all bonds being paid. The Civil War was never about slavery and freeing us. Don't ever let them folks get you twisted. And matter of fact, them folks had major hands in the whole transatlantic deal, okay? They were the ship owners, they were the financiers, they were the insurers, they were the plantation owners. If you go down to the Confederate graveyards, on the top, you'll see the Uish Star on the headstones. Don't let these people fool you about who they are and how they get down. Their God is money. Okay? But their main God is, you know who. But he said, you know, he made the offer and they're like, we'll bite. Yahushua was like, cuz, get away from me with all that. But they was like, we'll bite. And so they bit. And so now, you know, this is all prophecy being fulfilled, brothers and sisters. It really is. That's all it is. And Qanath was bringing out some major points. I just wanted to bring some clarity to the whole financial system and how it's set up. You are a bond. Your life has a value on it that they've already equated. Every single life that's under the central bank systems. And see, every region, country, whatever, that didn't want to, you know, bow down to that system. And there's layers to this thing. But every country that didn't want to bow down to that system of a central bank, which they control and own, them countries have been, you know, destroyed or are being destroyed. And also anything that wanted to challenge the status quo of these minute number of people, see, they make you think that these people are great on the earth, and they're not. They're a minute number of people, and the thing about it is, we got to shake off this foolishness, and we got to rise up and be, you know, the tribe of Yehuda that we were called to be. Anyway, let me land this plane, y'all.
Mm-hmm. No doubt, man. Hey, you brought some wisdom, like always, to the table, Uncle Don P. Let me tell y'all something, man. And then we're gonna Shashem, get ready. I'm sure the Joe and King Judah set that up. I want to hear them two songs. In the bar, now you're going to say, "Oh, brother, on here, hold on, let me be."
Yeah,
quiet.
I'm almost done with it right now, Elder. It's rendering right now. I'm about to send it to email it to Shashem.
Okay, no doubt. Hey, go ahead, Shaw. I just looked to the side and saw you there. Go ahead, man. Get in there.
Shalom, Shah Yahweh.
Big salute, my brother Shaw.
Oh man.
Hola, buenos noches, la familia, el Swardi, y Jesus el Moreno. Hallelujah. Shalom, brothers. What's going on with y'all?
Most have blessed. How you doing?
I just coming in listening to the.
Man, I thought that boy was Hispanic for a minute. I was about to take my
Don't be giving them Gentiles no ammunition, man. They gonna say, "See, we the Israelites told you."
Well, the scriptures say you're supposed to translate if you say something in a tongue that everybody can't understand. Right. So what I said was, "Good night, everybody. My name is Big Black, Big Swarthy. Been Israel, been black. The Israelites been swarthy, and Jesus is black. Hallelujah is what I said."
Hallelujah. Hey, look, hey, Swear, you know what you got? You got your channel, right?
I haven't got it up and going yet, Elder, because I got to go out and preach a little different than when I was under the vibration of the whole 12 tribe chart thing, because there has to be a certain sense of balance and decorum that I have to have when going out and preaching, because of some of the other things I saw for myself in the Bible, what it means to put on as the elect of God.
No doubt. Hallelujah.
So,
hey, look, I got your number, right?
Yes.
Okay, so look, man, we're gonna help our brother with his channel, right? You got to put FOPE on it. You know what I mean? But we're gonna help our brother with the channel, man. The brother been a great brother, and we don't have to agree on everything, but he loves his people. You know, so you come up with the name, as long as you have FOPE on the end of it. They got to be the beginning, FOPE on it, so everybody can know, man. We know we all rock, we family over here. You come up with the name, and we're gonna support that channel. You know, it's needed. But go ahead,
man,
King.
all praises to Yahawashi Yahawashi for putting the spirit on the brothers to strengthen thy brethren and show me love. I sincerely appreciate that, because this walk for me has been a very interesting one, to be somebody who, wasn't really into studying biblical things or languages and stuff like that. When I saw the two Israelites in the Bible called Neger and the curses of Deuteronomy, it did something to my spirit I really can't explain. Some people underestimate how spiritual our awakening really is. So somebody who normally wouldn't study languages or read books from the 1800s, when I found out we was Israel, so I couldn't even go to sleep some nights. I was reading the Bible so much and in the concordance and reading books and going to libraries and going to thrift stores. So, I try to explain to my parents and my family members, like, you guys, when have y'all ever known me to read in front of anybody, period, let alone on the street, Christ is black, reading some things that could get me killed and put to death? So I try to get my family to see, y'all don't think this is unusual?
No doubt. No doubt. Let me look up here real quick. Sham, you still in the room, right? It's JT. All right, hallelujah.
And Elder, I also wanted to say that on I found that dictionary that I talked to you and Shartam about a long time ago that deals with integrity concerning the definition of the word Gentile, the Hebrew word goy. I got it downloaded on one of my phones, so I got the book. I kept tweaking with it on that application. It's called Playbook. You could get some really good old sources and some good old books from that Playbook. There's a lot of PDFs on there. And I just kept playing around with volume 1 and describing it, and it popped up.
Okay.
So the first part, I'm gonna put the video together and bring it out when I got the channel together, and I go officially and put the FOPE on it. I'll make sure to bring out all the information possible concerning the word Gentile, even the word goy and Halim.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yeah. The bar, you about to say something, right?
No, I was just going to say, Sharsham, I think he dropped off by accident. So,
all right, go ahead.
But we got Elder JT in the building. Shalom, King.
Most High bless JT in the house.
Shalom. Yo, I got a new number, Q. So after the broadcast, I'm gonna give it to you, and the bar too.
Okay, no doubt, no doubt.
Shalom, JT, beloved brother.
Shalom, what's up?
Y'all take up a call. Shalom, make sure you get this video from King Judah. Y'all. Hold it down for me.
Khan. So, Bashar Yahweh, King, go ahead. You had the floor, King, and then Elder JT.
That definition, and you know what was crazy? When I first found out we was Israelites, right? I didn't have the money to buy a Zondervan Bible dictionary, so I just went on the little PDF and was searching, and that was the first dictionary that I actually came across, right? And a part of me was like kind of bummed out because I'm like, this is a free dictionary. It probably ain't gonna be nothing in there, right? Sure enough, it was one of the coldest definitions of Gentile. It pretty much shut down what a lot of people are saying. So I'm gonna tell y'all what the first part of the definition says. It says, it mentions a nation. Let me see if I got it on here. Okay, I might have it on this one. I'm gonna just read to y'all the first part. And this is the word goy, right? This is not Halim, which means Greek-speaking Jew. Goy, if I'm not mistaken, brothers, isn't that referring to like a heathen that's not Israel at all?
Khan, yep. Going.
So
they say goyim. They say goyim.
Okay, Khan. So this is that Hebrew word. All right, this dictionary, I will have to flip back through the pages. It's hard to get to the front of the book because I'm right at the definition. I believe it's the Cassell, it's the Bible dictionary, over 600 engravings, and it's by, I think his name is Cassell Peters in London. It was published, I believe, in 1878. So I want to read this definition of Gentiles. It says Gentiles, the word goy, and then it shows the Hebrew symbol for that word. It says signifies a nation and as such is applicable to the Israelites in the singular form, right? And then if you read further down in the definition, it explains how it could be referring to a non-Israelitist nation is what it says. And then there's a lot of scriptures that it lists. So I wanted to do a video and bring out those scriptures and ask Israel, do you think it's talking about an Israelite, or do you think it's talking about a heathen with all of these scriptures that they have right here? But the first part of that definition is it talks about how it's applicable to the Israelites. So Creflo Dollar and Vocab Malone and all you Christian apologists, y'all gonna have to start dealing with integrity concerning the word Gentile. Shalom.
Shalom. Right. So King Judah, Sham, he said he would have to download it, and we live, so he won't be able to do it right now. But he said, I told him you already sent it to him. Can you can't share it and play it, or if not, we just do it maybe tomorrow when we go live. You can't share it and play it because he can't do it right now because we live. He says something about download and live stream or whatever it was. King Jew, can you share the video that you've done, and then we can play it ourselves? Because I don't think Sham come back on right now. He has to be to work in a couple of hours. If not, then we just do it another time. Until the King Judah went to sleep too. We can't hear y'all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna let y'all. Anybody want y'all? I'm gonna let y'all say a few words so we get King Judah back on. If not, then y'all
Elder JT has something.
Go ahead, JT.
Yeah, it's getting hectic, man. As you can see, it's crazy, but prophecy is being played out as we speak before our faces. You see all these demons and shit in this country, man. They going on a rampage, man, because there's a sense that this kingdom is crumbling. That's why we got all these damn things coming out, you know, with all these different, you know what, I ain't gonna say it on here, but everybody know what I'm talking about. Every time you look around, a new one is out. This kingdom is gonna fall, man. It's the handwriting is on the wall. This kingdom is finished, it's done, and a lot of people in this country know it. A lot of these heathen Gentiles that run this country, they know it. They can feel it. That's why they're going out there like Rambo, because they know it's over, man. You know? So I tell our people, look, it's time for y'all to wake up and smell the coffee, man. We better be prepared and try to get prepared for about what's really going to hit.
Hey,
that's it.
Let me real quick so I'll go to sleep. And y'all can finish. Or you want to wait till the end of the show? Qanath.
Hey, I would just jump in there, Sharsham.
Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. Nah, I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. They talking, you listen, that's family. They don't tell your business, that's family. They calling your phone, coming looking for you. They say that you missing, that's family. They don't need permission, that's family. When you hurt, they can feel it, that's family. Let them come while you're cheering, that's family. Let them come when you living, that's family. Family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Hey, family
family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, we all family. Hey, ain't nobody fighting around here, ain't nobody shooting around here. Everybody that's around here family. All love, no hate, be clear. No shade, all love, be real. You love them, you know how it feel. Tired of all these badass kids, tired of paying all these bills. Family going through the same thing, so they know exactly how you feel. They supply a shoulder I can cry, I provide a place where they can heal. Leave my money out, they don't steal. Let them have it if it's for a bill. Soldier for me when they in the field. Only way I live, family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We all family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We all family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. Family all around me.
Man, that was fire.
I'm gonna work on the. I'm gonna do the other one, Elder Qanath. I mean, how long y'all gonna be on? Cause I don't know if Short Sam gonna be snowing.
If you're gonna do the other one, I'm gonna stay on here and just talk a little bit. Thank you.
Hey,
all right. Hey, y'all do y'all thing, and then I'm gonna go get the other one.
All right.
Hey, look, bro.
How long you think it'll take? About 10-15 minutes?
Already.
I'm getting popcorn. I'm getting popcorn.
That was fire, man. That was Yogo fire, man. Straight up.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I'm getting popcorn.
I keep trying to convince my sister Arca 007 that's in the CUC family with me that I'm Michael Jackson bad, but she won't believe me.
Hey, you bad, man.
Nah, bro, you a thriller.
Fire.
You a chiller and a thriller.
Hey,
you a chiller and a
Jonathan,
thriller.
big salute, my brother. I ain't seen you in a minute, Jonathan. Big salute, my brother.
What's good, yo?
What's good with it, brother?
Chilling.
Hey, King Judah, you was dripping on that track,
Oh no, that's not me rapping. I just did the special effects for my brethren.
You put together the sound?
No. I put together like all the like the intros. That's what I be doing for folks.
The video stuff. The video stuff,
all the editing and all the special effects.
All that, everything you see that goes with that music, and it's all a part of a formula. Don P will get into that music background later.
But I told you, I'm gonna get you
King Judah, yeah, man, that was fire.
Yeah, that was put together very well.
Fire.
Now the world know my sister Arca 007. She don't believe me, y'all. I'm bad.
Ow! Wait. She got the music that you got the video for, and she don't believe you for it, or what? What are you talking about?
Oracle 007, she don't be playing. She loves it.
Did she do music?
Oh, I don't know. He just talking about, she over there, King Jude child let her know, man, he's the real Michael Jackson.
Wow. Hey, you know what? Something else, Qanath?
Connie's son. Connie's son. The family in the chat, Connie's son. You can go on YouTube and look up a brother named Connie's son. He from Cleveland with Uncle Suge. That's how I found out about Connie's son. And I hit him up one day. He hit me back. One of the coldest rappers, man. One of the coldest rappers in the game. His name Connie's son. This brother is bad, y'all. I'm talking Michael Jackson. Now he bad. He Michael Jackson bad, Connie's son.
Now, let me tell you who's bad in terms of spoken word. Let me tell you who's bad in terms of spoken word. And me and the nephew had a long conversation about group economics. Let me tell you who is bad as heck in spoken word. It's this little ragamuffin nigga named Qanath. That nigga's tone, his inflection, volume and pitch. He could actually sell you an island if the script was written right. That brother Qanath got a marketable voice, and it's appeasing to the palate. It gives off a certain level of masculinity without giving it too much. You know how it is when you put too much an accent or all seasoning into the thing. It's like, damn, I shouldn't have put that one last dash in there. See, Qanath don't have that one last dash. He's right at the mark. We're gonna be talking about a lot of allied stuff that folks don't even thinking about. But this is the aggressiveness. And I like to reverse the chain on it, because when these cats come here, they get help to fuel their ambitions. We go over there, we're not getting no help. Okay? So it's everything we bring to the table. And that's one of the things that they hate about us, because they know that there ain't nobody helping us out like they do when they come here. And all I tell them is, you stay away from the Akata. The Akata bad. And
let me say shalom to my real quick. Sorry, Peace. Let me say shalom to the chat again. Star Lima, no doubt. I see my brothers on here, the real Willie Bullies on here. Ben Israel, Thug, no doubt. Most High bless everybody that's in the comment section. We appreciate y'all staying up so late with us. We've been on almost 3 hours. Wait for our dear brother King Judah to finish editing the video. That was fire. Don P bringing the wisdom, knowledge, understanding as an elder wise in the walk of life. And everybody else, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what everybody do. But yeah, man, I love that song this came on, man. Family. I love family. Love it. Love
it.
Hey,
when we go to the Qanath, and me and nephew talked a lot about this. We're talking about that group economics, and we're not coming over. When they come over here and they don't have the skills and abilities that we have. When we go over there, we take that and we know how to build economically. And so that's another reason why we need to be protected within our own selves, because we know how human behavior is, and when they see you achieving more than they could achieve, so that's where we got to protect ourselves and stuff like that. And I just, I'm so blessed that the Most High has led me into this family of brothers and sisters that are like-minded, that love Yahushua Ha Mashayach and love his father. I had an argument with somebody the other day about, how you gonna say his name is God? His name is not God. Yeah, his name is not God. He has a name, and he expects us to call him by that and respect him by that name. And so, I'm just, like I said, I'm so blessed to have had the Ruach HaKodesh lead me to people that, hey, we can start applying the oil to Aaron's beard, because when we dwell in harmony, this is what the Most High wants for us. I mean, even if we can be a microcosm of an example, and I love what nephew, I love what he's working on. Anyway, man, I want that for us so bad, and I'm ready to go. I'm like going, okay. Plan A is
Hey, look. We ain't gonna give them. We ain't gonna let nobody know we going to the continent and
No, I'm not disclosing. I'm not disclosing nothing.
Since you brought it up, let me say this. Since you brought it up, is that everything is not easy for us for whatever reason. Most High blessed for sure. But it could be done. I haven't been on here in a while because of the things that me and the brothers trying to do. My dear brother, the bar, I don't know how he finds the time. Because we constantly talking, business and moves and trying to find better price. I'm telling y'all, man, I think we need to start recording some of these conversations we having because the stuff that we doing in the background, man, it's on another level. And it's just on another level. That's all I can say. But this do what's best for you, brothers and sisters. Do what's best for you. Whether you choose to stay here or not, travel back and forth. Me, most I will, I plan on traveling back and forth. This place still here. I still got loved ones here. But I don't know why y'all want to stay in a place. For me, stay in a place that's rape, robbing, and murdering you every day. And then when somebody talk about leaving, oh, that nigga, he's fleeing. The Bible speak about fleeing. I get it. Or don't trust them people. But hell, you can't trust people in your own damn neighborhood. So I mean, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I just hope when y'all do see us, it will change your mind about a lot of things, man. The world is bigger than your captivity that you was brought into. Okay? The world has more eyes than what your history teacher told you here in America. Let me say it again. The world has more eyes than what your history teacher taught you here in America.
Elder Qanath.
Yes, sir.
About 97% of the people I asked, is America the safest place for Black people? And I'm talking about all races, right? They all said no. This is not the safest place on earth. I mean, I asked non-Black people, other Black people. I could even tell a couple of them didn't want to admit that it's not. They still held to integrity and admitted that this is not the safest place on earth for us. And I was already trying to find a way to get up out of here.
Hey, look, we gotta make sure we add the Shaw to the our room and a few other people. We're gonna have how can I put it? Certain lines of communication open to some, but not all. But we all gonna be in one team. You ever been we all been in high school, right? And you may have been in a band, and y'all playing the trombone, right? And then the other person maybe playing the flute. And you practice on that song. You practice on that song. They tell you when to come in, right? And then when the music teacher get all of y'all together, and you're like, well, how the hell is it going to work? And you start reading the notes. You never heard the other person play the trumpet, right? But all of y'all are reading the notes and they come together. It might be a little foggy, right? But you got a good teacher, a good leader, right? And everybody have the will power, right? To do or play the instrument the best they can. It sounds beautiful, man. It sounds beautiful. What we doing here at FOPE, we trying to put together a beautiful song according to the Bible. A beautiful song with our people that we really love, right? We trying to make a hit.
Come on.
Right? It's going to be better than Michael Jackson, King Jr. All right? We trying to make a hit, baby. Right? So when y'all do see us over there, most I will. I hope it changed a lot of y'all mind and say, you know what? I'm not gonna flee, but hot damn, I'm going to where they took me from. Right? I'm going where they took me, right? I'm gonna grab the dirt that my ancestors walked on. Right? I'm gonna walk on the same dirt and drink the same water that my ancestors walked on. I'm gonna look at the slave jails that my ancestors had to live in
and wait to be taken to the land of the north of slavery, right? That's where I'm going to go. And that's where I want to die. I'm not going to die in a cage, right? Surrounded by water. Surrounded on both sides of north, right? In the what? South. They're both enslaved us, right? It's time to cross back over that water, right? See what our ancestors saw when they took that trip. But you're not going to experience what they experienced because you've been blessed on a higher level. You niggas don't even realize it. You don't even realize it. But don't you want to pick up the dirt that your ancestors walked in? Don't you want to use the very soil that they planted seed in? Don't you want to do that? Or you want to continue to plant seed for your slave master and pay his taxes? Do you want to continue to fight in these wars? Do you want to continue and beg like a real? You want to do that? You want to keep begging? No justice, no peace. Huh? You want to keep doing that? Or you want to do what the African man and woman and child are doing that you say is not your brother? They walking in blind. Coming by hook or crook across the water. In shipping containers. On ships. Fleeing to South America. Walking across the border and get turned around. But taking that chance that you niggas afraid to take it. Because you want to say no justice, no peace, and all it is peace. You want to go around and say we shall overcome and ain't overcoming nothing. You're afraid of yourself in the mirror. When are you going to be like your forefathers? When are you going to stand up? When are you going to make the Most High prove what he say? Or you just going to sit back, whine, talk shit about each other, right? Get all the women you could possibly get all the men you could possibly get, jump on Murray, go get your master's degree, huh? Become a doctor and heal his babies. Play basketball and football and entertain him and sing and dance. Huh? Oh, I'm just going to keep buying his clothes, his Nike, right? His Reebok, his Prada, his Gucci, right? I'm just going to keep creating for him and let him reap the benefits of it. Up and leave and say, you know what? If I die leaving, and all of us die leaving, we don't even make it. But one thing we do know, that we won't be a slave again. One thing we do know, we won't help our oppressor again. And one thing we will know, that they will die without us. They'll die without us. Stop being a bitch, Israel. A coward. Take a chance.
Wow.
You walk through the hood. Stop being a bitch. Stop
Elder
making
Qanath,
excuses.
could you imagine if all black people walked off their job, NBA, NFL, grocery store, and tried and attempted to leave America and came together? Could you imagine that?
I was just like, Qanath was like, stop.
I'm almost done, Elder Qanath. Elder Qanath, I'm almost done, brother.
Con. Can I say something real quick? Because Shari Yahawashi, man, what you said was powerful, brother. You said you interviewed and spoke to people and asked them, is America safe for black people? And they overwhelming majority said no, including non-black people and black people.
DeBar, I specifically asked, I said, is America the safest place on earth for black people? I already knew the answer, though. But I mean, I can't remember anybody saying it's not. That's how bad it was. I
But
can't
look,
remember anybody saying. I was already trying to like, okay, I gotta go. I would already set in my mind. I'm not gonna say the locations we've been going to because I've been noticing where Jake been leaving America and going to. Oh, we got like 5 or 6 other provinces they don't even know about.
Yep.
But I said right then and there, I was like, I gotta go.
We used to teach on the streets, man, and we used to say things like the black man and woman have a sadomasochistic perspective when it comes to being in America. They love being beat, and it's like a sexual fetish. They love being victimized and destroyed, you know, instead of just saying, you know what, maybe there's somewhere else better that we should be. Maybe there's a better place where I can be and raise a family where I ain't got to be afraid to be black. I ain't got to be apologetic for that. I can just be myself, where my existence isn't looked at like property. You know what I'm saying? Where my existence isn't tolerated, but I'm celebrated and I'm welcome. And I wonder what it's going to take for us to get to that point as a nation of people. Because you just heard about another young man getting gunned down by the police. I'm tired of the same song and dance. When we going to do something different? Even the Most High says, sing a new song. When we going to have a new song, Israel? Because all we've been talking about is getting oppressed, no justice, no peace, hands in the air, Skittles, Arizona iced tea, raising it in the air. None of this shit is helping our condition.
Run up and down the street saying, I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Yeah, I
Black
can't
lives
breathe.
matter. Black lives matter.
Crazy.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Alex.
This place is not the safest place on earth for black people by a long stretch. Not even close. All right. This place is the most dangerous place on earth right now for black people. Period. And I'm trying to wait for the angels somewhere else concerning my life in America and how my ancestors' lives have been in America. You know what I'm saying? Man, this place, I think of First Maccabees chapter 2, where Judas Maccabeus talked about like, man, look at how our people been messed up by the Romans and the Greeks, the so-called white people. You know, this place is horrible.
This place is what my brother Qanath was saying. It is.
You know, in the book of Maccabees,
I'm gonna go back to what I was saying before about this brother's his delivery and all that stuff. That's a whole nother picture for a whole nother page. But if we're talking about where we are, and according to the books, I'm like checking in because I want to get my timetables right. Because some of the timetables are saying it's accelerated. Some of the timetables are saying, okay, cool. You got, till after the beginning of the year. So my project is basically me and all mine, according to what I need to do, will be out. All assets will be out. Beginning of the year. But I'm looking at the fallback positions. I do have residual income that I can maintain here in the States for whatever else is going to come to fall. Y'all, don't get yourselves crazy, because if we're walking according to the word, then you're going to have a fall, and you're going to have, 3.5 years of what is described. Okay? And so, I want to say it like this. When it hits, it's not the end of the world. We know there's 3.5 more years. My whole thing, and me and nephew, man, we've been counseling. And the thing about it is, this is what you got to do. Be obedient. What did he tell you to do? Do that. And if you do that, you're going to be okay. And this, you know what? It's going to be really scary. But see, your faith will give you the ability to overcome that. Because he told you, listen, only be strong and courageous. And if you do that, I'm going to get you through it. Only be strong and courageous. Those who endure to the end, them he's going to give the crown, which is life. I'm gonna land my plane.
Hey, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't know. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know how far you are, King Judah. I'm gonna let everybody get a closing statement. I don't know how far King Judah has to go before we play that. But Shar, you know, you can start out and let everybody get a closing statement.
I can still send it to you then, you know, maybe another time, because I don't know if Sham sleep, but it's almost done though. Probably like 5 more minutes.
Okay, well, you would you be able to share it yourself?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, good. Okay, so
all right,
that should be good. And everybody get 2, 4, 6. Everybody get 2 minutes. Shall we start with you?
I would just have to open up the window, so you can open it up, or do Sham have to open it up?
No, once you share it, I can just open it up and you.
Okay.
Then you
right,
press play. Yeah. So
all right.
everybody get 2 minutes. We're gonna start with you, Shar, and then we go back to you, Don, Uncle Don again, then JT and DeBar. Shar, Don, JT, DeBar, myself, and King Judah close it out.
Wanted to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, the Most High God, by Hashem in the name of Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to thank the Lord for all the brothers I have on the panel, brothers and sisters in the chat. Romans 9 and 4, who are Israelites, so-called Negroes, Shalom to all the brothers and sisters worldwide. And you know, I never thought I would be doing something like this. You know, if somebody told me I was going to believe that we're actually the race of people mentioned in biblical prophecy, I never knew I would even be on something like this. But I can definitely tell that the scriptures are true. And I wanted to give a testimony that I said I was going to come on your show and do. I'll give it right now. So there was somebody that I worked with that was a coworker that I actually teach as a heathen according to the Bible. And my name tag at work was Judea, because they have to respect whatever you want on your name tag, or whatever your religious belief is or heritage belief is. Like in this particular day and age, if you say you're an Israelite, your job actually has to respect that. So I was talking to them about my name, and I was like, Judea is like a Greek way of saying my name. And then I was like, English version of my name would be Judah, right? And then I said another tongue that I would say my name is would be Yahwadah, right? The Yahweh part of Yahwadah, when I said that to this woman, it don't happen every single time I'm around somebody that I teach as a heathen, but it's some little unique clues the Lord then gave me about the name Yahweh. Brothers and sisters, when I tell you this lady jumped like she was going to die, she jumped like she was going to die, like as if I pulled a gun out or like a bomb was going to blow her up from hearing the Yahweh part of Yahwadah. So every time I hear like people from like the science community or the Kemetic community, because when Dr. Reggie and Jabari and them ain't bashing the Bible, and Dr. Ben and them, I do listen to what they say, right? But I've never said a name to somebody and seen somebody jump like they was gonna die. And it's something that really can't be explained I believe that Yahweh, I believe that the Yahweh part of that name is what made her jump like that. So it's like the most mind blowing thing I've ever seen in my natural born life. You know, the Yahweh part of Yahweh, she jumped like she was going to die, literally. And it was another person on my job that I teach as a heathen too, right? When he heard the name Yahweh, right? He said, "Man, that's powerful." Another Edomite acknowledged that it was powerful too, and it reminded me of when Alexander came to Jerusalem and bowed down to Yahweh, and he knew that the Negroes were the real Jews, and read about the prophecies of him dominating the kingdoms he dominated. But when that lady jumped like she was going to die, from hearing me from the name Yahweh, there, right? It blew my mind, King. Brothers and sisters listening, anybody listening, it still blows my mind to this day. Peace and grace, family.
Go ahead, Don P. Then JT and the bar.
Well, it has been true blessing just to be on tonight, but even more so than that, the affiliation with my brothers and my sisters and the endeavor. Oh, I opened up my camera because I wanted y'all to, we did some rearranging in the lighting in the studio. And so even when we go back over there, you're going to see the same studio because it's going with me. But at any rate, we have a window of opportunity. And like Qanath said, not everybody has the ability to partake in that. And that's nothing negative. But we have a tendency as a people, and let's just be honest, I mean, it's historic, to be jealous, backbiting, and all sorts of stuff. And that's solely based on why. It's solely based on the fact that we couldn't bring it to forth. We couldn't bring it forth. We couldn't bring that to birth. But the thing about it is this. Remember this. Your brothers and sisters are pioneers. We're going to go try to forge out this land. And as we build it out, that's going to build out opportunities for you to have a softer landing. What we need you to do is do the hard work of self-evaluation. Like me and nephew was talking about, we're talking about people's cross-continental skills. And I look at some of the businesses I do. Well, if they're building stuff out the same way kind of here, at some point in time, that business of mine is going to intersect with their commerce. And like I told them, one of the things that I do now, if I can hook everything up with the manufacturer in South Korea, then I want to be the master distributor for the whole continent, for all 56 countries. And so this is the level of where we think at. This is the level we roll at. And so we're not coming over there with our hands out and all that other stuff. No, we're coming over there and we're going to create jobs with our intellect, and then the resources that we have, that's what these brothers is about, and that's what we're talking about. And I see a runway. Let me land this plane.
No, say I see it. All right, we almost done. JT.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna make it short.
Yes,
yeah, I'm gonna make it short and sweet. Knowing that time and the time is short, that people just gotta wake up and understand that this kingdom ain't never been your friend. Kingdom don't have no love for you, and the people that run it don't have no love for you. But you gotta look in the mirror at yourself and say that the Lord put you in this predicament. How am I gonna get myself out of it? Well, we gotta return back to the Father, man, and humble ourselves down, and He'll make a way for you. That's it for me. I'm gonna just keep it short and sweet. Y'all know the drill.
Most I'm gonna call you later on today. I know it's late. I gotta. I'm hollering you later on today.
Yo, Qanath, I left my number on your Facebook page, and a bar I left it on yours too. So that's my new number. Cause my old phone, man, the damn battery died, and I had to get a new one. So I lost all the numbers. So okay.
All right, no doubt. I got you.
All right.
The bar.
I'm gonna say it real quick and real short and sweet. We love y'all, Israel. This is why we bring these things out, man, because we genuinely love you and we want you to thrive. We don't want you just to survive, but we want you to thrive. There's so many things that we working on and so many things that we doing. You'll see in the future, Yahawashi will, but please continue to pray for us. Pray for the FOPE family. Pray for the plans that we have. Pray that the Most High will have mercy on his servants to allow us to do some great things, all right, to serve our people and to preserve our people and their legacies. So that's all I wanted to bring out.
No doubt, like King Judah say, man, say no more. So I'm just gonna say this right here, bro. Y'all know, I love all y'all in the chat, my baby girls, all of y'all, man. I love y'all, all my brothers, sisters, man. Let's stay strong. Let's stay moving forward, and let's not let the wicked get to us, man. Let's lean on one another also. You know what I mean? So this is FOPE. I love y'all, man. CUC all day, every day. Go ahead, King Judah, take it out.
I just want to read something, and that's all I'm gonna do. Gabar and brother, my uncle Elder Don P. Y'all displayed something, and y'all both acknowledged one another and praised each other for the work and what they good at. And I just want to read that in the Bible because I hear a lot of Israelites since I've been in this community. When you give a brother praise, they'll say, "Man, what you praising that dude for? You don't supposed to do that. You supposed to give praise to the Most High." No, man, y'all been woefully misinformed again. It's right here in the Bible that we can praise each other. Don't you know when you do that, you build your brother up, man, or your sisters, because we can get a sister's praise also. So let me read this. This is Proverbs 27 and verse 2. Let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth, a stranger, and not thy own lips. Let another man praise thee. Ain't no limit on what you can tell your brother. He just say, let another man praise you. So if it's in the Bible, why are you telling me I can't praise my brother or I can't praise my sister? It's right here in the Bible. So I just want to say, man, we can praise each other, family, for what we do, what we good at. Because all you doing is building your brother and your sister up. Now, we know we ain't trying to put you above the Most High in Christ. We can't do that. He all the way up there. Come on now. So let me go on in it with this song. Big salute to the panel, Jonathan, Uncle Don P, my beloved brother Qanath, Gabar, and my brother Shu. Love you, brethren. Love all the sisters and love the nation of Israel and pray for one another because we gonna need it in these days, family. Big salute.
Cast the first stone. We saying that we love one another, yet we judge each other when we all in sin. You talking like you're better than another, but you ain't no better look with your hand. It goes ring around the rosy, come against cozy, we don't fall down. I see a lot of stones thrown, cause the same clothes gotta put the time in. Who's without me? Who's without me? Who's without me? Let me. Who's without me? Who's without me? Who's without me? Let me. Who's without me? Who's without me? Who's without the street? Who's without me? Who's without me? You acting like you ain't been down this road. Up and down. Better humble yourself before your life gets told. Better humble yourself before your life gets told. Putting down each other while they pointing at our brother. Trying to break us up, so let's just lean to one another. Ain't no giving up, so pass the cup and make it up. Times, yeah, they be rough. Got your back, it ain't no coming close. Ring around the rosy, come and get cozy. All down. I see it on the strong, but they clock the same clothes. Gotta put some time in. Let me. Who's without me? Who's without me? Who's without me? Let me. Who's without me? Who's without me? Who's without me? Let me. Who's without me? Who's without me? Who's without the street? Let me. Who's without me? Who's without me? Who's without me? Oh, just down the street.
Say, Elder, I'm still gonna send this to y'all. Finna Gmail it to you right now, brother. But yeah, man, you heard the sister. We in this together, man. We can't judge one another. We all dirty, and we all trying to get ourselves right, man. So I love y'all, family. Y'all be safe, be blessed. Prepare your family and prepare for war because it's coming. It's right at the door. Big salute.
Salute. All praises. Most High bless. Thank y'all for joining, tuning in. Hope y'all got edified. With that, my name is Qanath Yahawashi Banyas Allah. Qanath Yahawashi Banyas Allah. Brothers and sisters, let's stop hating each other, man. Let's stop hating. Let's love one another. So